welcome to session 63 with the Wildcards. Last we left our heroes, you were summoned to the Red Keep with hopes of aiding in a murder investigation of one Sister Agatha. Upon arrival within the keep, you were led to the Soul Forge and introduced to the highest order of divine practitioners within the city, the Solinors Kildred Orbrew, Dallin Greystone, and Baldric Deepfellow, along with two of three of their wards, known as Artizars Udok Orbrew and Braun Forgeheart. Though initially met with contempt, you were allowed to investigate this murder and found that Sister had been strangled to death, and the small crate you'd witnessed her taking from the daggers was found empty nearby. You made your way to her relatively bare home, though found no signs of suspicion here. However, an innocuous question asked about Ingrid Blesser revealed the suspected buyer of these glycerin vials was also Dallin Greystone's ward, the pair being the ones solely responsible for caring for the king. As suspicion of Ingrid grew, it was Braun who spoke up about having noticed her acting differently these past few weeks, growing distant and shirking responsibilities in a manner much unlike herself. On his suggestion, you went to the Solinor Estates and entered Dallin Greystone's manor where Ingrid lives. Inside her apartment, you did not find anything overtly suspicious. However, Valentine detected the sound of movement from above, and upon turning invisible, went to investigate. On the floor above, within the greater estate of Dallin Greystone, he found someone hiding at the far end of this upper hall. Valentine alerted you all before dimension dooring into the room, found a young female dwarf brandishing a vial of nitroglycerin, and subsequently held her in place by another quickly cast spell. Your group quickly made their way into the room and found Ingrid Blesser in the stash of explosive vials that were stolen from Sister Agatha. She was bound and manacled and briefly interrogated before you realized she was not acting of her own sound mind. With this knowledge, Baldric and Braun were asked to intervene, and before your eyes a charm effect was dispelled from the young dwarf. As the dark hold on her mind was banished, the weight of what she had done, what she'd been a part of, came crashing down on her, and she broke into tears, becoming nearly inconsolable. Meanwhile, the investigation of the room revealed a doorway into a cellar of cold stone. Hondo made his way below to find a body drained of life, and you found the definitely dead body of Dallin Greystone, along with a small chest of scrolls. Armed with this rapidly mounting evidence of some entity having taken over those charged with caring for the ailing king, a warning bell began to toll, an alarm ringing out from the Red Keep. Immediately, you broke into a full run to get to the keep. Quickly, word was spreading as you ran and flew throughout the halls that the king was dead. Aided by Baldric and Braun, your group was led into the private chambers of the now dead King Gunther Redmane. A dagger driven into his chest, though as Valentine investigated, a dark mark of swirling necrotic flesh. Brief conversation between yourselves and the gathered Solinar was interrupted as a flood of guards entered the room surrounding the queen, Baldora Redmane, who rushed to her father's side. As she gathered herself and tears turned to rage, you spoke with the queen, explaining all you had learned, but that there was still a need for answers. With the court archivist, Balik, you were led to the libraries within the keep and promised a proper meeting with the queen once she had a moment to gather herself and once answers were ready. A long day of investigation and a plot against the royal family, somewhat impeded, yet somewhat successful, you retired to the Pearl, getting some rest before what will prove to be another interesting day in the Dwarven capital. Your night's rest, however, is anything but peaceful. Late in the evening, as even the stoutest fires begin to burn down to embers, a handful of figures move silently through the quiet bar and halls of the Pearl. Climbing the stairs and scaling the exterior of the building, these specters of death crept unimpeded into each of your rooms, save for Lavender's, and with poisonous blades in hand, struck down at each of your unsuspecting forms. Without question, these assassins mean to end your lives here and now. As blood begins to gush forth from open wounds and poison seeps into your bloodstreams, you each look up into the covered face of an assassin, each equipped with black armor and simple hooded cloaks. Their forms seem to blend into the long shadows of your rooms. They each draw back their blades from their first strikes, and as your vision swims and consciousness comes to you in waves of pain, let's all roll initiative.
Oh, shit.
Oh.
Great. Good start.
Yep.
That's not what I like to hear.
You got roll initiative too.
Okay, Val, what'd you get?
I got 11. Lav got worse than that, so it's good.
Okay.
So did I.
Allie, what'd you get?
10.
10, okay. Kev?
17.
That's better.
Save me, Hondo.
Lavender?
2.
Plus
Wolf.
3.
Sorry, 5.
Okay. Mary?
21.
There you go.
Gordo?
10.
Oof.
Oh boy, kids. Okay.
We do not have good luck in this evening.
You did not. For a refresher at what we're looking at here, the assassins are all these kind of white figures with the exception of Alana. All of you are prone in bed.
Great.
You are now awake, given the last stab wound you suffered. A significant amount of damage was taken. Your health should be the same as it was. I double-checked everyone's character sheets in D&D Beyond before we started, so everyone's hurting a little bit for health. Your ACs are also different because you're not wearing your armor or wearing any of your equipment.
I saw that.
You don't
bastard.
have your any of your equipment. You'll have to pick up as you're not wielding your swords or shields or anything like that as you're laying in bed. So that's something to be conscious of. Same with bags of holding. It takes an action to interact with a bag of holding, so keep that in mind. So this is Gord here. Gord, this is you. Hondo, you're in the room next. Valentine, you're in the front room here. Mary's on this side. Allie's on this side. Lavender's all sleeping over here.
Can you?
Go ahead.
Are there windows in our rooms?
Not the boys.
God damn it! Why didn't I get a window room?
Would I hear any of this?
Not yet, but likely soon you will. Basically, the first expulsion of pain. I'm on your initiative. I'll have you roll a perception check to see how quickly you act. But given your incredibly low initiative, I think you'll hear it before that's necessary.
And there's only one person per room, or like one evildoer per person.
As far as you can tell,
Okay.
there are windows on these rooms. The double rooms on this side of the hall all have windows that go out to, this is like an awning kind of balcony situation.
Yep.
So they all each have a room over here, or a window over here, sorry. Lavender has a window. You guys are the interior of the building, so like the building comes in like this would be the bar area.
Mm-hmm.
And you come up the stairs and up to your rooms. So you guys are on the interior side, unfortunately windowless. And we'll just see what happens. Mary, you got first initiative.
Oh, great. Okay. I'll sit up
Yeah.
and grasp around for my swords, which she'd likely keep close.
Yep. No, I don't think there'd be any reason for either Mary or Allie to not have a weapon handy.
Okay, cool.
So it's a free action to basically equip yourself with a weapon.
Okay. Yeah, I'll sit up and just kind of quickly suss out what's going on. Is there any light in here?
There is a modicum of light coming in through the open window that's right here.
Okay.
So you get a little bit of like ambient city light coming through.
But I'm not blind because I don't have dark vision.
It is considered dim in here. So
Will my attacks be at disadvantage is my question.
that is a good question because I forget. Everyone else will have not a problem with this. You,
Just me and
however,
Lavender.
are
Just me and
human.
Lavender.
Does Lav not have dark vision either?
I didn't think changelings did.
I'm not sure.
What don't I have? Where do
It'll say under senses, under like your passives, if you do.
Oh, she does not. There's like a thing called dark vision, which is just like you have good night vision. Some race, like dwarves, have that.
So, no, dim light is fine. You're not in complete darkness. So, from my quick Googling, you should be fine.
I think sometimes.
All right, I will just sit up and kind of, what the fuck you, and just very, very quickly just try to lash out with a sword.
Okay, so for your reference, essentially, the two of your, one attacking Allie, one attacking you, they're basically side by side, kind of standing in the space between the two of your beds.
Okay.
So to get out of bed, you could try and get out at the edge of it, but basically you can't get into these two spaces
Okay.
because they are occupying.
Can I?
But you can still attack them.
Yeah. Can I just attack from the bed?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm just illustrating that
Cool.
these spaces
Like,
are.
I'll have to jump over some peeps to get to the door if I want to. Okay.
Yeah. So
What are those corner things? Are those cupboards?
yeah, they're like bookshelves and like a wardrobe.
Okay.
Are you attacking this one or this one? This one is holding a
the
dagger.
one that presumably attacked me?
Okay. And then I would say it's this one.
Okay. Just lashing out at whoever just pulled a sword out of my chest.
You got
Okay. First attack. Natural 20.
it. Hey.
Ooh.
Oh god, of course I roll it on this. So we're gonna dump something into that. Let's make it a tripping attack.
Okay.
Do I get sneak or no?
I don't think you're a permitted sneak attack in this situation. That makes
Cool.
0 sense.
Yep, that's fair.
You always gotta have.
Okay, so that is pretty good. It's 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 times 2. So that's 28 plus. This is Mage's Bane. So 37 points of damage.
37.
And 37. I doubled the dice and added a maneuver on it. So 37 points of damage and has to make a strength saving throw, please.
Just doing some quick math. Hang on.
Yep.
Yep. Okay. Makes a strength save.
Yes, please.
Strength save is probably bad. Total of 8.
No. So I will sit up and just kind of sweep the sword around and try to knock his knees out from underneath him or her.
They go prone. It's hard to tell gender given their
Yep.
clothing.
Okay, and then I'll take a second attack.
Mm-hmm. At them.
Advantage.
Yeah, you have advantage. Yep.
Now do I get sneak attack if I have advantage?
Yes, you do.
Oh,
I definitely hit, rolled into a natural 17, so.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, so this one with sneak is
Yes.
19 points of damage.
Okay.
And the last attack, or do I have anything else with a bonus action? Any other kind of? Oh, you know what? Bonus action. I'm going to second wind.
Okay. D10 plus your fighter level.
Yes. And I can't really move, right? Am I able to kind of take a step off the bed and step over them, over where there's that like bookshelf?
You can get into this space basically at the end of the bed and be standing on the ground.
Okay.
But yeah, it's tight in here with 4 people in a relatively smallish room.
I'll take a step out of the bed and step over them and just kind of like hold my chest and take a deep breath and second wind and then just look at the person and say, "Oh, you made a big fucking mistake." And
Yep.
that's my turn.
Perfect. Roll your attack as you take one good strike into them and then a second as they are prone on the ground at your feet. You take a second strike. They look pretty hurt already given your attacks. However, it is now their turn. So, they have advantage on any of you who are still prone. They will get sneak attack as a result. So,
God.
starting with Alana. That's a natural 18. That certainly hits for the first attack. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw for me.
Okay. 15?
15. You just succeed.
Oh my
There
god.
you go. There you go.
Thank god my con is good.
Okay, you take 19 points of damage
Okay.
as the short sword pierces into you. And then you take an additional 24 points of poison that is reduced to 12, reduced to 6 as you're a dwarven resistant.
Nice.
So, an additional 6 on top of the initial blade damage. Mary, as you stand up, the one at your feet stands up and swipes up at you as it kind of kicks itself up with that cool like gymnastic move that it pushes itself up, jumps back to its feet, and brings the short sword down on you, not at advantage, straight roll. But rolled okay, turns to a 15.
That is my new AC.
You get hit.
Oh no.
Does not have sneak attack, but I do need you to make a Constitution saving throw for me.
Okay. That is a 23.
That's a success for sure. So you take 9 points of piercing damage, followed by what's that?
That's me. On board.
10 points of poison damage.
Oh, there goes my whole second wind.
But it kept you alive.
Yeah,
so...
that's what I did.
Okay, now we get into the rough stuff. Actually, that's not true. At the door to Mary and Allie's room, you hear a heavy bang as someone tries to push in through the door a second time, though impeded by your immovable rod that is holding the door closed, so they can't get into the room to aid in this. And they do like a half feeble attempt to try and kick into the door to try and get through, but it does not get through. And that is their action to try and do that. It is now this assassin. As Valentine, you look up, reaching out to grab Heartbreaker. A secondary strike comes down with a natural 18.
Is there still sound here or no?
You hear nothing.
Okay, is it going bad then? I was gonna try cutting words this, but I don't think it's gonna work.
If they need to hear you,
I don't know if they do.
I mean, it's cutting words. I imagine it's.
I know, right? Yeah, I think.
I'm pretty
like-
sure they do. I'm gonna make the ruling they need to hear you, but I'm pretty sure that is the rule.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, you're gonna get hit with. Oh, that sucked. That was not a good roll.
That's
I
probably.
mean, it's good for you.
We'll move this.
What, is
Oh.
there feedback or something?
Yeah.
Alright, Scott, you take 12 points of, what is this? Piercing damage.
Okay.
I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. No, not good.
How much health do you have right now?
5, and this
Okay.
is a 13 for con save.
So, failed con, and you go unconscious as the poison
no.
gets into your bloodstream. You are now unconscious. In Hondo's room, a second strike against you. Wow, natural 18.
Oh my god.
You are now conscious. You can use your reaction to have the damage.
There you go.
But he still gets full damage on you with the attack. I need you to make Constitution saving throw for me.
We're good at these.
There you go,
Yep.
baby.
Hell yeah, that's a success for sure. So you're gonna take, you take 16 points of piercing damage, which you can reduce to 8 with your reaction.
I do.
So reduce that to 8, and then you take 5, 6, you take 12 points of poison damage, which is already reduced from 24, but with your reaction you can reduce that again to 6.
Got it.
Okay. You're still conscious?
Yep.
Okay.
Alright. How much health do you have?
2.
Oh my god.
Attaboy, Hondo.
This is so bad.
He's up. Gord, attack against you. That is a 17 to hit,
Oh
which I
boy.
believe with your new AC hits.
Yeah, yep.
Okay. Need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Come on, buddy.
Wow, again, not great. Well, it's not horrible.
Oh no.
So evil.
Roll a 1.
Use
That's-
luck, Brock. Use fucking luck.
Oh yeah, true.
That's true. That's true.
I
You-
use a point of luck.
Yeah, you have your full slate of luck for the whole. Yeah, all your stuff is there.
Yeah, you do. You have
Ben
Ben
luck.
luck.
17.
That's a success.
Great job.
Okay, so you take 11 points of damage out of the gate. You succeed against the poison, but unfortunately are still going to take some damage.
Gain advantage on
Just
one
half
attack
is
roll.
10.
Ability roll.
You take 10 points of poison damage
So
on top of
you
that.
do this. You could say I want to use tide.
How much total?
And then
10, 11, 21.
Yeah, he's a-
Yeah, I'm dead then.
higher one.
You are unconscious.
Fuck!
That's unfortunate. And they are going to just shift around to the door. No, he doesn't want to block him. He'll stay there. Okay. That's their turn. Hondo, you are conscious, so you can do your thing.
I'm gonna heal myself.
With what?
Let me check.
I think you have Cure Wounds, so you
I
can
have
do
Cure Wounds and I have Healing Word, which is better.
Cure Wounds will be better for sure.
Okay, I'll use that.
Sorry, actually, I should preface that. Cure Wounds is an action, but it does heal more. It heals a D8 plus your Charisma modifier. But you can use a bonus action to Healing Word yourself and still have your action to attempt to either attack or do some other bullshit. In theory, you could also bonus action dash, disengage, or hide. You can't dodge as a rogue.
Okay, I'll do Healing Word.
Okay. So
But then
it's
you couldn't use your disengage, just so you know. So
You
like,
can
if
action
tried to
disengage.
run past this. Oh, you could.
anyone can action, dodge, disengage, dash, but as rogues, you can do some of those things as a bonus.
Mm.
But if you want to try and heal yourself with a Healing Word, you cast the spell as your bonus action, then you still have an action to do what else you want to do.
Is there a window in this room?
There's no windows in this room. There's a door right here, and your opponent is now standing between you and the exit.
Okay, so I'm going to, as my action, I will cast a wall of water around me.
Okay.
Does that count as casting two spells?
I'm cool with usually letting, like,
Oh, 'cause
Healing
it's-
Word,
yeah,
because it's only a first level. A first level Healing Word is no better than a cantrip. It's a D4, you know. It's like no healing. So I'll totally cool with you casting both the spells.
That's a
So
great idea though. Wall of Water is fucking awesome.
heal yourself a D4 plus your Charisma. I always forget you have other spells. Nice.
And Charisma.
I think it's another 3, but I'm not sure.
Is it saving? Where is it? Where am I supposed to look?
Your charisma,
Your Charisma modifier should be
should
just
across
your.
the top.
Yeah.
Oh, here, +3, yeah.
So you heal yourself 6.
Yeah.
So you whisper the words of healing to yourself, and then you invoke your natural ability of control of water and as a Triton, and you call upon a wall of water, which essentially, do you want to ring around yourself, or just make a full? This whole room can become like a sphere of water.
No, just around me. I need to protect myself.
Okay.
Sphere of water, though, I mean, you can breathe water. He might not be able to.
Like, I just need to, because I need to heal up a bit more.
But yeah, what Scott's saying is you might be able to drown him at the same time.
Oh.
Which would be pretty dope.
Okay, what I'll do is the wall will force him into a corner where he can't move without drowning.
So he can step through it, I think. How does it work, Kyle? Let's read it.
So, yeah, I'm reading it right here. You create a wall of water on the ground at a point in which you can see within range. You can make the wall up to 30 feet long, 10 feet high, 1 foot thick, or you can make a ranged wall up to 20 feet in diameter, 20 feet high, and 1 foot thick. The wall vanishes where the spell ends. The wall space is difficult terrain. Any ranged spell has disadvantage to pass through. Fire damage is halved. Any spell that deals cold damage freezes a section of the wall. And then can be destroyed in that way as the water fills in its extra space. But if you wanted to basically ring your room in essentially using the ringed wall, I would say you could ring around this whole space and essentially envelop this guy in some water, which would throw him off or make him pull out of the room.
Because it's a foot thick. That's pretty thick.
Yeah. Is that what you're doing?
Yeah, I'm gonna force him. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna make a strength save versus your spell save DC to see if he's pushed away from out of your room. So what's your spell save DC? It should be under your spells.
Spell save. Would that be under? Oh, here. It is 15.
Okay, he rolled an 11. So this ring around your room here becomes just a ring of water that springs up from essentially through the wood, creating a blast of water that hits right to the ceiling of your room, completely ringed around you. I'm assuming also you spent half your movement to stand, and pushes him out of the room as he kind of recoils, and you now have a little bit of space between the two of you.
Yeah, fuck him.
Attaboy.
Do you want to move anywhere? Or are you gonna stay there?
Oh no, I'll stay there.
Okay. Then that is the end of Hondo's turn. That takes us to the other two figures.
No.
Val and Gord, before your consciousness was swiftly taken from you, you noticed in the door to your rooms, you see these two figures kind of standing in the doorway. You saw these two figures standing in the doorway, different than the blade-wielding assassins. They wear simple leather armor, though their cloaks are of a dark red hue. And their faces you cannot see as they are obscured beneath full white face masks, with these wicked grin and sinister eyes of black that are painted on top of them that stare out directly at you, kind of in this unblinking, weird, dramatic face.
Don't like it.
But now you're unconscious, so that you don't see anymore, so that's better.
Oh god.
Sweet. Good night. Good night.
Forever.
Closes eyelids.
Let's see. What are they gonna do?
Oh my god.
Imagine if there's music.
We usually have music.
We usually do. It's yeah. I don't know if I guess I could play something in like my. No, I don't have speakers in here. It would sound like shit anyways.
Well, it would sound bad, and then like every time we talk, it would try to like talk over whoever's talking, right? Because it would never.
Yeah. Yeah. That's too bad that we can't do that.
It'd be cool if we had like a shared playlist we could listen to in our headphones. I think that's the next thing.
So cute.
What would they do? Well, this one is going to move over to this guy and do something with him. This one sees him get pushed out, stand behind him, and Hondo. What's he gonna do to you?
Do not like. Can I use both of these?
Kev, I need you to make an intelligence saving throw for me.
Sure.
Twin spell and tides of chaos.
Mm-hmm.
Same time.
Let's read what's Tide of Chaos.
Ooh, I think you succeeded.
You need my modifier?
No, I think you're good.
Yep. It's for long rest. You can roll after you cast.
Okay, yeah, nothing happens.
Okay,
You're good.
What is the feature? Oh, okay. That's all good.
That was the action, and then they're going to do that. So, okay, that is the end of their turns. Valentine,
Mm-hmm.
I need you to make a death save.
Oh.
That's cool. That's cool.
Oh my
Oh
god.
good.
It's just straight roll, right?
Yep.
So, yeah, there's no modifier.
It's a fail.
Oh.
What was the number?
8.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yep. One fail. Gord, I need you to roll a d20 for me as a death save.
This dice has not been kind to me tonight.
1 sec.
Yeah, where were all those
12.
were all those
That's a success. Mark one success somewhere on there. You need 3 successes or 3 failures.
Attaboy, Gord.
Okay. That's the two of you. I need to mark somewhere this for myself. Who did I give it to? Okay, Alana, it is now your turn.
Yes. Okay. So I wake up and I don't like being woken up from sleep. So I
Not
just wake up
my
going, I was sleeping! And I rage.
Yeah.
I'm gonna rage. I'm also gonna do, I'm gonna attack, but I'm gonna do action surge because I want a second wind.
So
Second
second
wind.
wind is a bonus action,
It's a
unfortunately.
bonus. Okay.
But you can still action surge and try to like get moving. It's not a. You can
You
still
can
use
also-
that for something.
You could take, if you have a potion handy, if like you have a bag with a potion,
I don't
you could
think
do that.
We
I
had
don't.
potions. We bought a shit ton.
You bought a couple. There was only 3 or 4.
Yeah, I don't have any.
No, you went to 2 different places, but regardless, you should have had them. Anyways, if you don't, yeah, unfortunately, rage and bonus and second wind are both bonus actions.
Okay. In that case, I will just attack because I'm angry. And
Okay.
I'm obviously not thinking, so she's gonna attack.
Okay. Yeah, your hammer is easily right by your bedside. You sit up for half your movement. Are you attacking? There's the one who attacked you and the one that Mary is kind of fighting.
I'll do whichever because she's like, she just woke up. I'll just attack whoever is in front of me.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
that's this one here.
Okay. So that's 21 to hit.
21 definitely hits, yeah.
Okay. My first attack.
Yeah, get him.
Okay, let me do some calculations. First attack is 21 damage.
Okay.
There you go.
And second attack, also 21 to hit.
Okay.
My dice fell, hold on. Just so excited. $22 to hit. Or, sorry, 22 damage.
Okay. 22. Damn. For 2 hits, your hammer's sweeping up. You grab it from your bedside, and you take them kind of by surprise. They get hit twice, and they're looking pretty hurt. But that is your action, your bonus action, and half your movement. Do you want to try and move anywhere, or are you going to action surge and do anything else?
No, I'll just kind of defense mode with my
You got
hammer.
Okay. That is the end of Allie's turn. Lavender, I would say at this point you have heard enough of activity going on down the hall, and then you hear your friend Alana holler in pain and in rage, and you awake in your bed. It takes half your movement to stand up out of bed, so you have half movement for this first turn. But what are you doing?
She like lifts her eye mask and she's like, oh my god, was that a night terror or is there actual terrors in here? And then she kind of gets up, creeps over to the door and like opens the door. Am I able to actually do anything, or am I just kind of like seeing what's going on?
As you pull your door open, you look down the hall and you see this these two figures are these robed figures with the weird masks. These two are very obvious blade-wielding assassin-type figures. You can see there is some attack going on, and you can see them outside of your friends Hondo, Valentine, and Allie's room.
So what I want to do is, but I don't know if I can do all these things, just I knew. I want to do Tides of Chaos, where I actually get to like gain that attack advantage roll.
Okay.
And then I want to do a twin spell on my magic missile, so I have 6.
Okay. Yeah. I don't think there's any issue with that. You spend the appropriate sorcery points for however many, what level of the spell you're casting. So you mark down how many sorcery points that is for a twin, which is as many sorcery points as the level of the spell you want to cast.
So
If it's only a 1, it's just 1.
You could cast Magic Missile at whatever level you want, which would give you more of these. So you
I want to try to hit all of these bad guys.
so you could cast it at 4th?
Like,
You can, I mean, Magic Missile auto hits. So you don't need to roll anything to hit for Magic Missile.
You just roll the damage.
It's just what level you want to cast is how many d4s to. You can add more d4s by leveling it up.
So don't waste that thing where you like get it, give yourself advantage because you don't need it.
oh, okay.
Yes.
So I won't
call.
waste that, and then I'll just go like the highest amount.
So if she did level 4, she could Twin Spell it?
I can even go 5.
Let me look at Twin Spell.
You know what? Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, Twin Spell, I don't think you can Twin Spell Magic Missile because you can already choose multiple targets. Twin Spell is for like if you were to cast a Blight at somebody, it would be you could twin that at 2 people. Whereas Magic Missile, you can already target other multiple creatures, same as your Eldritch Blast. So it can already target multiple.
So then instead of using up that twin spell, because I can't, I'm gonna shape change into one of these guys.
Okay. That's
So
your
I'm
action.
That would be your action if you did that.
Oh, but I can't magic missile then?
No. You gotta choose one or the other.
Okay, then I'm definitely gonna magic missile.
Okay. Okay. So a high level Magic Missile auto hits. So mark off whatever spell slot you wanna use, and depending on it's
So maybe do it.
Okay, I'll do a 4th.
Okay. 2 things. I need you to roll a Wild Magic Surge.
Ooh!
Um,
Roll a d20.
Is it D20 if you hit a 1?
Okay.
Okay, you're good. Who do you want to hit with these damage? You've got at 4th level you have 7 D4 to split up between 1, 2, 3, 4 guys.
So, am I this is the only thing, is am I aware of all these guys?
Oh yeah, you can look that this is just looking down a hall like a hotel hallway, and you see 4 very evil looking figures. You put together, they are likely enemies.
I see water coming out of Hondo's room, so I'm
Yep.
pretty sure he's doing something in there. So I end up hitting all the other guys because I have how many? 4?
7.
Oh, I have 7? Okay,
Yeah.
I try to hit them all. I hit them all.
Okay, so we'll say this guy gets the majority, so 3, 2, 2.
Sure.
Cool.
You
Okay.
can't hit in rooms just because you can't see them.
Right. Okay, yeah.
Okay, so roll 3d4, and then roll 2d4 separately.
So roll 3d4, which is this one, and this one. So that's the top ones. So 3, 2, 3.
3, 2, 3.
3, 2, 3.
And then let's do this. Plus 1 for each of those, right?
Yes, that's correct. So 11 points on the first guy.
11 points for the first guy, and then roll this again. So how many for the next one?
2d4.
2d4?
This?
2d4 on this guy here, and then the same thing for this guy here.
4 and 2, so 6.
Plus 2, so
So 8.
8.
Yep. And then roll that again. And then just snake eyes.
2.
2 plus 2.
So 4 on that guy at the very end. Okay. So
Which makes sense.
what do your magic missiles look like when you cast them?
They're super sharp crystals.
Cool.
Tight. So as you fling open the door, you have a moment of trying to figure out what you want to do, and then all these crystals shoot through, and you see them kind of weaving through the hallway and piercing into these 3 individuals, who very slowly kind of look over in your direction.
As she, right before she does this, she's like, I don't think this is room service.
It's a good line. It's a good line.
to just herself. No one
Yeah.
one in the hall to hear. But that's a
Been
good
alone
one.
a lot.
Okay. That you have about 5 more feet of movement if you want to move 1 more square in any direction. Or that will be the end of your turn.
I move a square towards them.
Bloop. Okay. Top of the round, Mary, you're up.
Sorry, I'm on mute. Okay. I'm going to shake my head and... Oh, shit. Rod. Okay. I'm going to look at Alana and say, can you handle this?
I think I got it.
Okay, and then I will use a goddamn action to get rid of the removable rod.
Okay.
Click, click.
You have the immovable rod now?
Yep. If I wanted to, if that's like my bookshelf or whatever, my shelf with my stuff.
Yep.
I know I have at least one potion. I'm still trying to track down how many we have. But I would know, like, could I grab just where, like, my potions in general shit are? Not anything else, just that?
Do you mean to grab the whole bag or grab a potion?
I mean, if it's whatever I can do.
So you can pick up a single item along your move or action for free.
Okay. I'll grab a potion. I know I have at least one. I can't keep track of how many more we have, but I know I have at least one. So I will grab a potion.
Okay.
And shove it in some kind of belt area or something.
Sure.
The door's closed. Can I just bust through that door?
Do you want to, like, manually, like, smash through it, or just open it and, like, fight your way through it?
Well, it opens in. That's the problem, I'd imagine, right?
Yeah, it's going to be a bit of a bit cramped for a moment, but...
Well, and I don't know there's people on the other side, so I'll just fling open the door.
There's someone on the other side. You've heard
Oh, right,
them
because
trying
I heard the thing.
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to just, like, 1, 2, 3, go, and pull open the door and just, like, bowl through who I think might be on the other side.
Okay.
Not like an action to push them. I'm just trying to push my way through. So if that's
have to use your action to push them.
Fuck. I can't use, like, half movement to move through enemies, or you just can't move through enemies?
I don't think you can use... I don't think it's anything. I think they take the space.
Okay.
Enemies. Moving through enemies. Give me 2 seconds.
Yep.
Oh yeah, I look like that right now.
Mm-hmm. But you did just shoot. I don't think he did that because he
Oh
would
yeah,
have
okay.
cast an action.
Yeah, cool. I was like, oh shit, Mary, don't kill me.
Am I done? This just goes right for you.
The space of another creature, whether hostile or not, also counts as difficult terrain. You can move through a non-hostile creature's space. In contrast, you can move through a hostile creature's space only if the creature is at least 2 sizes larger or smaller. So I'm going to say you have to make a strength check, not as an action, but just to literally, as part of your movement in difficult terrain, to try and just smash your way through.
Okay. Yep, that's fair.
So, contested strength.
Okay.
Not good.
I didn't roll great. It's a 9 plus 8.
No, not save, but it doesn't matter.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, 9 plus 3 then. Sorry.
Still
12.
fine. I rolled an 8. So you're able to move through the space at half speed. So 5, 10, 15, 20.
Is Val's door open?
His door is open, actually.
So if I move
What do you
through,
see?
if I look around, can I see anything?
Oh.
Where are you trying to look?
Well, our room was right across from Val, so I know to look straight through to there to see if I can see anything.
So, yeah, you're not occupying this space, so you have to push through this guy, essentially, to get into this space. Here.
Okay.
See what I'm saying? So
Yep.
you go 5, 10, 15, 20. You have to get to here for 25, and you look in, and you can see that there is a guy readying a secondary or third strike in this case, and you see Valentine lying arms wide open on his bed, bleeding profusely from the chest.
Okay, I am going to bonus action dash and try to get in front of that guy towards the camera side of the bed.
Okay.
Just kind of shove him in a corner, not just for flavor, and I'll bonus action shove a fucking potion down Valentine's throat in a very familiar, I do this all the time way. Just like, fucking, okay, yeah. And I have one regular healing potion.
Okay, hold on. You did.
That's an action surge. As an action surge. Sorry.
Okay.
Okay.
Use an action
said-
surge.
You said bonus action, which
Bonus action-
is
I know, I
technically
understand.
correct.
Bonus action dash, and
Yeah.
then action surge.
Yeah,
Get a potion down Val's throat,
deal.
and mark all that off. Do you want to roll that, Scott, or do you want me to?
You do it. I have bad
Okay.
rolls tonight.
2d4 plus 4, right?
Yeah. No,
Okay.
2d4 plus 2.
2d4 oh, first one's a 4.
Mary, one thing of note, as you cross the threshold into this room, it's as if you walked into a chamber with no sound. All sound is gone. Any of your breathing sounds, you don't hear your own heartbeat. You are in a completely quiet place. One other thing, as you move past this first guy, he's going to take an attack of opportunity at
Yep.
you.
That's really fine.
It is a 14.
No.
DM, can I ask an annoying question?
Yep.
Is that spell concentration on one of these dudes?
Yes, it is.
Then maybe Lavender hit?
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Gotta save my butt.
They're both fine.
No,
Oh.
it's bad.
No, that's smart, though. I don't have my things to mark concentration.
You want me to get those, Kyle?
No, that's fine. No, but they are both fine, unfortunately.
Okay. So I'll move through the space. Val, you heal 9.
Great.
I rolled almost max. And she'll go to start like swearing at the person who's in the room, and realize that, oh shit, they can't hear me, and she'll just glare very angrily
Okay.
and just turn and face them.
Okay. That is the end of your turn.
Yep.
Thank you, Mary. You have saved my life.
It is
So
now,
save everyone else's now. That's your turn.
Yeah, we'll
it is
see.
now the assassin's turn.
Oh god.
So,
Breaks.
Dead.
these two are focused on Allie. This one is going to follow through to here.
Oh fuck.
There's two on Ellie.
I'm going to make okay, let's just start with Allie. So, 2 attacks on Allie.
Big mistake.
Okay.
Good night.
One is a 14 to hit.
No, misses.
14 misses. The other is a natural 20.
That
That
one
one hits.
That one hits.
That one definitely hits.
Surprisingly misses as well.
They do get sneak attack as they are with an ally adjacent. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw for me.
Okay.
Oh wow, a lot of 5s.
Uh, 13.
13 is a fail. Okay, so
Just what
you
potions
take
you do.
26 points of piercing damage reduced to 13.
Okay.
And then you take you take 26 poison reduced to 13.
But then
Okay.
reduced again because she has resistance to it.
You don't get resistance twice.
You don't get resistance. Oh, I understand what you mean. Okay. Because she already got it from rage, but she doesn't get half off that too.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Okay, she's looking pretty rough.
Great.
What's pretty rough in your eyes?
11. If it was full 26, I would have been down because I had 24 left.
Oh, not going well.
Yeah.
Against this guy. Oh yeah, we got Mary and Valentine. Val, you're gonna get 1 attack against you,
Bring it.
and 1 against Mary. So let's do Mary first. Straight roll. Oh come on, that's a 10 to hit.
Why can't I have that?
Well, let's see. I have advantage on you because you're still prone.
That was my only health potion, guys.
That was a 19.
That'll hit.
That
Might
hits. What is your health at? 9?
9, baby.
I don't think I need to roll because I'm going to do more than 9 damage.
Let me see if I have anything.
I'll roll if you like.
Let me just read some shit. Roll it just for fun.
Okay, it's a lot. It is 24 on the first roll with sneak attack and not including the poison.
Okay, I'll probably do it.
Oh, no, I lied. It would be 21, but still.
Doesn't matter.
Unfortunately, you are unconscious once more. This guy is going to run 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, get up in Lavender's grill as Hondo gets a breathing moment with his wall of water. And this one is going to rush at you, Lavender, with a blade drawn and go for an attack.
Well, shit.
That's a 19 to hit.
That'll hit unless we have anything cool. Look at features and traits. Yeah, I think that hits for. You could do this one if you want.
Bend luck.
Yeah, why don't you try it?
Bend luck.
She bends that luck.
What does that do?
When another creature you can see makes an attack roll, an ability check, or saving throw, you can use your reaction and spend 2 sorcery points to roll 1d4 and apply the number rolled as a bonus or penalty, your choice, to the creature's roll. You can do so after the roll, but before any effects occur.
Okay.
So what did you roll?
I rolled a 19.
I wouldn't use this then. Don't worry about it.
Never mind.
Sorry.
Can you use it on damage or just attack roll?
Only attack roll or ability check or saving throw.
Okay, so hold on to that. But he deals 6 points of damage to you.
Great.
I need you to do a Constitution saving throw.
Roll that d20.
Ugh.
You could use this bend luck thing now if you want.
Oh yeah.
Or what was the other one?
The Tides of Chaos.
Yeah, Tides of Chaos.
She pissed.
Yeah, let's do that one. That's great.
Tides of Chaos.
Give you advantage.
Yep.
So should I roll 2?
Yes. Okay. That's way better.
Yeah. Chaos.
So she rolled a. You're gonna add your con score here, so plus that.
21.
Yeah, that's a save for sure. You take half damage on. Oh wow, a terrible roll.
Good shit.
So, good for you. That is only 16 points of poison damage reduced to 8.
So overall, what was it?
It was 6 and then 8.
So 14.
Yeah, so 14 points of damage to you as this short sword, as you're standing in the hall, hand outstretched just from casting your magic missile, one of these very quick moving black cloaked individuals rushes forward with the short sword drawn and just plunges it along your side, and you feel this burn of poison. But that is going to be the end of his turn. Gord is currently down. I'm going to make an intelligence save to see if this guy, or not intelligence save, intelligence check to see whether to attack and kill him or to leave and aid the rest of the fight. Okay. Sees that you are unconscious and bleeding out, leaves here, and goes to aid his fellow with Lavender.
Ooh.
Do nothing.
That is a 13 to hit.
13's her AC.
That's a hit then.
What if she uses this thing? I guess she can't. Can she use 2 things? I don't know if the other one was a reaction. Let me just check.
Yeah, double check whether it costs a reaction.
Once for a long rest. For this one, Tides of Chaos doesn't say anything about action or anything.
Okay.
So if she uses Bend Luck, that is her reaction.
Okay. So you've used your reaction for this round, but that's okay. You can still use the negative D4 Tides of Chaos to take away.
Other way around, actually. But same
It doesn't
thing.
matter. It doesn't matter. So this one, using that, you don't even need to roll because taking it at least 1 will miss. Right?
Zing!
So you saved, your ability saved you from an attack there as you just somehow through the tides of chaos, or which one, the bend luck?
This one is tied. This one is Ben Luck. You're right. Sorry.
You're naturally lucky despite being surrounded by two blade-wielding assassins, and managed to avoid an attack. So good for you. Hondo, it's now your turn.
I'm gonna take my potion.
Okay. Which potion is that?
Just general healing. Potion of healing.
Okay, so 2d4 plus 2.
So
Okay.
1 and what?
1 and a 4, so you heal 7. So it's a bonus action for you to drink your potion.
And what else are you gonna do, Hondo?
wait, isn't it I thought that's my action.
That's your bonus.
What's happening?
Oh, drinking is a bonus?
Yeah, you still have an action. Yeah.
Oh, because it said it was an action in the description of the potion.
Yeah, it's a homebrew thing that they did on Critical Role that I like. Drinking a potion shouldn't be an action.
All right.
Taking a shot.
Yeah, take a shot of.
Pinterest DIY.
Okay. Can I do cure wounds?
Yep, 100%.
I will do that.
Okay,
Yeah.
so that's a D8 plus 3 for you. Hondo's just focused, getting himself back up to fighting health.
What use am I if I can't fight?
Yeah, exactly.
So sorry, that was a D8.
D8, yep, plus 3.
Oh, it's a 2
Well, you heal up another 5.
so far.
What's that bring you to?
20.
Okay.
Are you gonna move?
You're still
let's see, alright, I'm
the wall
pretty
of water is still surrounding you, so you're still as safe as you can be. Through the door, your door is open. You can see this figure standing here. It's this red-robed figure with this weird kind of like one of those drama masks on its face.
I'll move to the corner so he doesn't see me.
Perfect. And you kind of encase yourself in the wall of water, but it costs you no penalty as it's your wall of water and you can breathe water, no problem.
Yeah.
End of your turn. It is now the robed figure's turns. Let's see. Yeah. This doesn't look great for you guys.
Not a fun time. Where are the daggers? Where are the police?
They're in your body. The daggers are in your body.
Daggers are in my body.
Let's see. Okay. Both of them are going to move to. See you from there. See you from there. Both of them move within the spaces in front of Allie and Mary's room and Valentine's room, and they both cast a spell. Let's see. Allie, your hammer in your hand suddenly begins to burn incredibly hot. It is burning your hands to the touch, and you're having difficulty even holding on to it. You are going to take some damage, but as you're raging, it's halved, and it was a shitty roll. So you take 3 points of fire damage, and your hammer is hot. It is burning hot to the touch. You can continue holding it, but you will take damage, and you will have to succeed on a Constitution saving throw or drop the weapon. If you don't drop the weapon, you have disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks with the hammer.
Okay.
Mary, the same thing happens to Mage's Bane.
Great.
You take 8 points of fire damage. And Mage's Bane begins to burn in your hand. So, that's their turn. He's going to pull back here. He's going to pull back here. Valentine is no longer at the table. Here he comes.
Is it me?
It's you. I need you to make a death save.
I'm having a nosebleed.
Are you really?
There's blood everywhere.
Oh my god, that was like legit.
Oh no.
I mean, it's very fitting for your character.
It's 9. It's not good.
You fail. So
Fuck.
this is only 1 because you came back to life and are unconscious again. So this is your first new death save. Gord Dunsworth, I need you to make a death save.
I shouldn't have used this
Is
dice.
that a D20?
Yep. D20.
16.
That's a
Attaboy.
success. There you go.
Good shit.
That's a success. So that's 1 success. 1
Sweet.
success, 1 fail for you, 1 fail for Valentine. Alana,
Yep.
you are currently being surrounded in this room, and your hammer in your hands is burning. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. 18.
Okay. You manage to fight through the pain, and you hold on to your weapon, but you are going to take damage to hold on to it.
Okay.
But you only take, because you're raging, you only take 3 points of fire damage, because I'm
Okay.
rolling like shit. And it is now your turn.
Okay, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to second wind.
Okay, there you go. So D10 plus your fighter level.
Okay.
How close is Alana to that window?
Pretty bad. I am at
You'd be right here.
what is that, 8? 5. I'm at 5.
You're a 5 health?
5 health plus 8. So I'm at 13. That
Yep.
was with the second wind.
If you action surge, you might just be able to murder them,
Yeah.
and then you'll be
These
safe.
these two are looking very rough. These
Okay.
took the most amount of damage so far.
So
They're- For reference, the one closest to the window on its last attack against you, when one missed, they both like kind of darted to look outside, to look through the window, like almost in like let's take a look at our exit strategy. But they
Oh.
managed to stay behind. They both look pretty hurt. What are you doing?
I got them. I'm gonna action surge.
Okay.
Okay. So I am going to
Can I say
try
one?
my first attack. Yeah.
What's that thing that allows you to hit harder, but is it like she gets to add plus something, but then she's more...
She can.
Great weapon master. If you take a negative 5 to hit, you can get an extra 10 damage.
Oh no, don't do that. I want you to hit
Yeah.
them. I want you to hit them.
Yeah. That's
I
what
would
I
also-
know.
I'm also going to tell you, you have disadvantage to hold on to your hammer, but you can reckless and make it a straight roll.
Oh.
That's I
Okay.
think the one I was thinking. The wreck.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's probably worth it because I mean they're gonna fuck you up.
Okay.
Or they're
Alright.
gonna die, or they're gonna run away.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll do that then.
Okay, so straight roll against this guy.
Okay. That is a 16 to hit.
16 hits.
Okay.
Fuck.
First attack.
Ugh,
First
get 'em.
attack. Oh my god, I'm so nervous. My hands are all sweaty. Ooh. Okay. Let's see.
Time to brand someone with that hot hammer. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
it.
Yeah.
18.
18 points of damage. Okay, he is hanging on just barely to life.
That's okay. Okay.
And second attack. Oh, 27 to
Yeah.
hit.
Definitely hits against the same guy.
Same guy. Yep.
Okay.
Oh. Okay. 21.
Okay, with that, your
Yes.
flaming hammer in your hands, you smash the guy, and he kind of doubles over, and you bring your hammer down on his head, and he just crumples to the ground beneath.
Yes. Bye,
That's one down. That was your action. You can action surge to take the other guy out if you want to try.
I will try, yeah.
2 more attacks. Hit him.
Okay. Oh my god, 26.
That hits.
And this one's not as good, but it's okay.
He took a lot of damage already.
Yeah, this guy was
17.
more. That's enough to take him out.
Oh, sweet.
You got one more attack to get across the room.
You have one more
This
attack.
guy goes down.
Can she
So you've
throw
got-
her armor?
Not this. Well, I mean, you can, but at like
It won't be
super
great.
disadvantage.
Okay.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. You can get to either of these guys or into this room.
Okay. Yeah, I will get to whoever the closest guy is.
So there's this guy or this guy. This guy, you don't get advantage because Valentine is unconscious. But these guys are harrying your friends, while these two are casters. You can assume.
Yeah, okay. I'll attack that guy then.
Okay.
Wow, 16?
16 to hit.
Yeah.
1 second. Yeah, you hit.
Sweet,
Hit.
okay. Alright. 17?
17 points of damage. Okay, this guy was not hurt quite as bad, but you come up behind and you give him a good cluck, and he's starting to look hurt.
Sweet.
Does she
And
have
I'll
one more?
No, that was 4 attacks and your bonus action.
Yeah.
You have technically 5 feet of movement. 5, 10, 15, 20. You could move 5 feet more if you wanted to, but...
Okay.
With 2 dudes on.
Yeah, I'm okay, thank you.
Okay. That's the end of Allie's turn. Lavender, you're up.
Oh, shit.
I was debating on using telekinesis on these like 2 mans that are in front of me
Uh-huh.
because they don't have a lot of health like to begin with.
Uh-huh.
But
Leah, hurry, you're gonna be back in a sec.
That's cool.
I don't know. What do I do?
It's totally up to you. Telekinesis, I don't know if she can use on 2 people though, right?
Yeah, I can.
I'd be cool with you trying to twin that.
Ooh. I don't know if she
It
used
says
2
that-
sorcery points.
It says creatures or objects by thought, which I can cast a spell on, but
Yep, they're creatures.
You could do it. You have enough sorcery points.
yeah. Okay, cool. I just
wanna
want to
try
be
that?
like, hello, boys.
All right.
Yeah, okay.
Before that happens,
Yeah.
roll a d20, wild magic.
I really wish that I had that, like, up skill.
She's good. No, you're
okay.
good. The only thing is you don't want to get a 1 on that.
Okay.
Yeah,
So that's-
anything but a 1.
And because you asked her to do that, she gets Tides of Chaos back.
Mhm.
That's great. So we could use that shit again if you need it. Okay, so spells. Telekinesis. Where was it?
5.
Pew! Okay, so it's concentration up to 10 minutes. She twins it, and you want to move. You can move them 30 feet away from you. If you win the contest, you move. It's against their strength. If you win the contest, you move the creature up to 30 feet in any direction, including upward.
Okay, so make an ability check with your spellcasting contested by their strength.
We just
So,
gotta find that. 1 sec.
her spellcasting ability is just her charisma.
So just +4, or is there anything in there?
Nope, it's just it's
Oh,
straight strength plus versus your straight charisma.
That's good. That's really good.
Yeah, mine is not great. What'd you roll?
So you add +5 to that.
21.
They rolled a 14 and a 12. So you succeed. You can basically move them. You can restrain them and move them up to 30 feet in any direction, including upward, but not beyond the range of this spell.
Oh god, that's great.
Am I allowed to, like, clock them together?
Sure.
I, like, pick them up and, like, clock them together, and I basically say, oh, no, the patriarchy will never attack me again.
Okay.
And I
They
just
are-
kind of, like, I do move them away from me, but I don't move them down the hallway where there's already attackers. I move them down the opposite hallway.
Great idea.
Down this way.
Yeah.
Do you want to move them the full 30?
Sure do. Sure do there, Bob.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And they are restrained, and you are concentrating on telekinesis.
Oh yeah, can I go back in my room and shut the door and be like, I'm just gonna think about this for a second?
Yeah,
Or
for
do
sure.
I have to be like looking at them? I think I have to be looking at them.
No, you're fine.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
You have to be looking at them to do it first, but then now that you're concentrating on the effect, you just think about it and you're good.
To be honest, I don't know if I want to go back in my room. I think I want to go towards my friends.
But they can
Okay.
hurt you. These guys are scary. If you
They're
concentrate.
restrained though, so they
Okay,
can't,
yeah,
like-
I'll go back in my room and just concentrate on my boys.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'll put you just 5 feet in, so should you decide to move next round, you don't have to move too far. So that was great. You are protected now from the 2 attacking you. You're concentrating on that. Mary, you are now having 2 guys run into your room. Valentine was just stabbed again in front of you, but now you see allies come to your aid.
Okay. Do I have to make a con save to see if I'm allowed to keep using my sword?
You do.
That was bad. I'm gonna use Indomitable.
Okay.
Oof, I'm using everything.
Gotta use it all.
That's much better. That is 23.
Yeah, you still can maintain use of your sword. However, you do take 5 points of fire damage.
It's okay. I'm the only one who's like in good
Decent.
double digits right now.
Yeah. For your
okay.
reference, the guys in the room with you, who is that guy? That's that guy. They both look pretty good. The one guy, the new guy, this guy here, he looks untouched. This guy just took a big hit from Allie. But
Okay.
they both look okay.
Okay, the guy who's untouched, I'm gonna take an attack on him.
Okay.
That's an 11 plus 10, I think it is. 11, so 21.
Yeah, that hits.
22. Okay, and oh shit, I don't get sneak on this guy. That's fine. I am going to make this work last time. I'll make it a tripping attack as well.
Technically, he is within 5 feet of Alana.
Oh, he is?
Yep.
Well, I'm still gonna make it a tripping attack.
Yeah, that's fine. I was just saying, you also get your d6.
Yay. Okay, so
Oh,
I'll-
that just hung right in like the felt of my board for like at a 20 and then rolled back to a 4.
Yay! Okay, so he falls over and takes a fuck ton of damage. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 plus 7. So that's what, 20?
23?
Yep. 23 points on the first attack, and I'm going to jab him in the knee with
Okay.
Mage's Bane to make
Okay.
him go down.
As it does.
Second attack at advantage.
Yep.
First one was a natural 19, and the
Woof.
second one was not as good.
Okay.
Okay. Also with Mage's Bane. She pissed, so we're gonna make this one a menacing attack as well.
Good.
Okay.
I'm scared.
So that is 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 plus 7 is 24.
24 points of damage.
24 points of damage.
Ooh, okay. He is looking very hurt.
Okay. Yeah, bonus action, offhand attack.
Okay.
Still at advantage, right? Natural fucking 20. But this one has like very little damage, so it's not quite as
Don't matter.
exciting.
Don't matter.
Okay, well I only rolled a 2, so that's 4 plus 6, I think. Nope. Wait, where's Tamar's Edge? Yeah, 10 points of damage on the last one.
10 points. He is just barely.
Oh my god.
That's okay. That's okay.
Wait, 4. No, sorry. I rolled a 2, double that. Gotcha. Nope, that's it. Should have dumped something on that last one too.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck me. Okay, and I'm just going to
Spit on
loom over him and oh fuck no, there's silence in
Wait,
there.
did you do a menacing attack? I didn't roll for that.
I did do a menacing attack.
Yeah, I didn't roll on that.
It's a whiz save.
Wisdom save of cocked. Oh, that's a 4. So it's a fail.
I'm scared.
He is scared of me.
He is frightened and on the floor.
And so he can't move any closer to me. He has disadvantage on everything while I'm in his line of sight.
Okay.
But I mean, he's in a corner. He can't do much anyway.
Yeah, no, that's fair. Is that the end of your turn?
Okay, that's everything I have except movement, but I can't really get anywhere, can I?
Not really, without trying to bowl through this guy and Allie.
Okay, and then she just...
Would she be able to flank to help Allie or no? Or are they already flanking?
Your dead body is in the way.
Yeah, and there's a
Classic.
bed. She'll just look nervously back at Val, but I can't do anything for you right now.
Okay. That is the end of your turn. It is now the assassin's turns. This guy is scared. He's gonna take 5 feet to get up, and the two of them are gonna try and get out of this room. They're gonna try and bowl through Allie. So Allie, make a strength check at advantage because you're raging. They're gonna just try to move past you. Ooh, that was actually not bad. A 15 and a 17.
Ooh, 19.
Okay. They try to move, but you manage to block the space. As a result, this guy is going to stab you.
Oh.
Risky.
That is a 14 to hit.
No, I'm 16 now. So no.
He misses as your flaming hammer blocks his short sword. The guy who is afraid is going to try and attack you as well to try and get out of the room.
With disadvantage.
With disadvantage because you're in line of sight, right?
Yep. Yeah.
Oh god.
Disadvantage. Wow, that's 2 18s.
Oh,
shit.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
It's gonna be bad. It's gonna be bad.
So that does hit Alana.
Uh-oh.
Alana, he does get sneak attack on you because he's within 5 feet of his buddy.
Okay.
It's
Oh no,
just you,
no,
me, and
I
Val.
lied. He has disadvantage.
He has disadvantage, so no sneak.
No sneak. I still need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
Advantage?
Yeah. Oh, thank God. Okay.
You take 2 points of piercing damage so far.
Is that half?
23.
Okay, that's already half. So yes, you succeed that. You take 2 points of damage, but now the poison damage.
Okay.
Sounds like a lot of dice.
It's not a lot. That is wow. Okay, that is 30 points of poison reduced to 15.
I'm down. 'Cause I had a second left.
It was a
Bye,
pretty
Felicia.
This is going down.
And with that, both of them rush out of the room. Mary, you get attack of opportunity on one of them.
The one that looks like he's more hurt.
This one.
Yep, he's scared of me.
Okay.
Natural 18.
Hits.
Does it matter what I roll?
No, he only had 3 hit points.
I'm doing it. I'm knocking him out.
Oh, okay. All right.
I am not murdering him. She barely contagious the rage and just knocks him the fuck out.
He's unconscious. Okay. With that, then, let's see. 5, 10. This guy gets to this guy. Say 20. You're all... They share a quick moment as this guy says something in a language none of you understand. But Mary and Honda are the only ones who are conscious to hear it.
And Lavender.
She's behind a door and too far away to really hear a quiet conversation.
That's okay.
You guys are like right here. Fuck, that's all they're gonna do. Telekinesis, on their turn, can they try to contest it?
Just reading. Let's see. On subsequent, until the end of your next turn, the creature is restrained in your telekinetic grip.
Perfect. So you have to use an action to maintain the grip on your turn.
That's correct.
Okay, so they can't do shit. They're done. That's the end of the assassin's turns.
Flush.
Honda.
Flush.
You're up. Kevin.
Oh. Okay. In the hall, who is closest to me?
So right
too
outside
bad.
your room, there's this cloaked, this assassin-looking figure who you can see is kind of bleeding, but not too bad, and this untouched character.
Okay, I'm gonna pop out the door.
Yep.
I'm gonna throw a dagger, and then I'm gonna come back into the room.
That's a good idea.
Who are you gonna? Well, if you throw from this distance, you're too close to throw it. But you can quickly jab and pull back.
Can I do both of them? Like.
You have to. If you use an action and bonus to attack, yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
I'll do that.
Okay. You do that. Roll your attacks.
Do I touch this?
So what is it? 1d2.
Yeah.
So yeah, do a d20.
Actually, I think you cast it.
That hits, and then
Press
roll
the
another
cast button
d20.
next to it. So if you go to telekinesis, just
Say
on the
that's
left.
against this guy.
And
This
then-
one against this guy.
Mm.
That is probably gonna miss, unfortunately. But what do you? I mean, check what you add to it, because they're not crazy high DCs. DCs.
I think it's an 8.
No, you. For
It should at least
Whisper?
probably be a 10 for Whisper or your Gambler's Blade.
Or is it under act? Yeah, 9. So 9 and 10. So
Okay,
Whisper's
so
10.
your second one against this guy misses, but against this guy you hit. So roll your damage.
Do I keep this magic missile on here?
Yeah.
It's 1. So 1d4 plus 6.
2 plus 6.
Okay, so 8 points on this guy.
Plus 1d4.
Psychic.
If a spell is a bonus action, you can.
So another d4 for
Okay.
Whisper.
So another 3.
So
Okay. And
healing word.
if you wanted to, you could try and no, you know what? That doesn't make sense.
What do you
Sorry, just disregard what I'm
Do
saying.
you want to I can
Um,
someone into like a bear like cord and then.
is there anything else you want to do on your turn? That's your action and bonus action. Do you want to pull back inside your room?
This would drop.
Yeah, behind the wall.
30,
Okay.
whatever way.
Mm-hmm. You can't see.
They've already used reactions, so they're done.
That's a really good idea, though. But
Like,
That's
could
the
I-
end of your turn, Hondo. It is now the masked figure's
Like,
turn.
It's 1/3.
They've already cast.
no.
That's Mark. Fuck.
Ooh, mirror image could be cool.
I wonder if you could do.
Mark. Fuck. I'm breaking pencils over here like crazy.
Just real. That HP life.
Let's see.
You could use this because it's not concentration, so you could use it on yourself. But to make these guys still hover, you have to use your action to use it.
Yeah. Okay.
Almost
So this guy steps forward
But could I make some, like mirror?
and looks down at Allie for a moment,
action to use.
but instead grasps hold of the cloak, the edge of this guy who is unconscious, and they both disappear.
That's okay. That's
I gotta
okay.
go find another asshole to get unconscious now.
Don't worry about him. Let him go.
Nope.
And
She just saw almost all her friends go down. You're not running away from this.
Let's see.
I think we bought, by the way, 4 potions. We can talk about this later.
But I imagine you'd have them.
I think so.
We bought a lot.
We did buy a lot. I don't think we dispersed them or
That's the thing, though.
Yeah.
I had one that we found somewhere. Like it wasn't from when we went shopping.
Valentine has 2 regular, just in his bag.
Somewhere. But I'd have to use an action to get them out of your bag.
Totally, yeah. Sorry, I wasn't trying to say that, but I just know I have 2.
I know. Yeah.
I'm just trying to think of what this guy's gonna do.
It's okay.
It's
It
like-
gives us time to talk.
Okay, yeah, you guys talk it out. while
I only
try
have
and
1
figure it out.
failure. Gord has 2 successes, pretty sure.
It is
Yeah.
1 fail,
One
1
failure and 1 success.
I thought he succeeded on both.
No, you both failed the first time.
Oh, we did?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, no one's in his room, which is good.
Yeah, but we have to somehow. One of you two needs to come back up. Sorry, Allie, but they need to come back up first because you guys can heal people.
Oh, now, how many spells do you have left?
I used 2, I think,
You used Healing Word and
and Cure Wounds.
Cure Wounds.
So I'm not sure how many spells.
You
Well,
might
there's
have-
silence in Gord's room too, so it doesn't matter. He can't cast those spells in there.
Sorry, no, I blanked on reminding you guys, but as they cast the heat metal spell, the concentration on silence is dropped.
Oh,
That's good.
awesome. Okay.
So sound returned to your room as the burning in your hand took your sword.
Okay.
That was my bad for forgetting that, but it hasn't made a difference so far.
Okay, so Hondo,
Uh,
you could heal someone like Gord or Val if you wanted to.
If he has spell slots.
Where does it show your spell slots?
So if you
There should
go
be a spell tab.
spells next to actions, and you look at the little like squares next to like first level, how many squares do you got?
How many guys are left?
Oh, here, yeah. I have 3 cantrips, but it doesn't say anything for first level.
Okay.
Oh,
This guy.
I'll
sorry.
send you a screenshot, Kev. Don't worry, one second.
Like the first.
Or wait, sorry, I have 3 first level slots.
That's
Yeah,
key,
okay.
baby. That's real
Wait, so
key.
you've used 2, so mark off 2. So you have
Yeah.
1 left.
We can get this. We can turn this tide around.
Where did I put this? I'm gonna put this here. So, this other guy steps. Mary, you see this guy step into the doorway and look within.
Yes, you touch a living creature.
Um,
Armor.
and I need you to make spell save. I need you to make a dexterity save for me.
It's an action.
You see him put his hand forward, and this blast of energy rushes forward from the outer rim, like a sonic wave, like a black canary blast of energy towards you.
Okay, that is a 17.
17 succeeds.
I have no idea what to do.
On a success, you take half as much damage.
Guys, it's so
The sonic force pushes you, but you stand your ground, grabbing hold of Valentine's edge of his bed, and you hold yourself in position. You take a little bit of damage, but it is halved as you are resilient.
Can you look at the spell again? Let's see.
Is my sword still hot? Was it the guy who bamfed
Still hot.
off?
Yeah, it's still hot.
Until the end of your next turn, the creature is restrained.
You take 14 points of force damage,
Okay.
which is already halved for your
So
success.
you could try, your turn, you could try and roll again and get higher than they do on your strength.
And
Roll higher than you. They could break the telekinetic.
the creature staring you in the face went 5, 10, 12,
You could try.
looks at you and says,
Oh yeah. Let's see what that does. Go to
"You trained well. We were told you would be the toughest.
there, just click that.
I did not believe it myself. Master Vahan's students are not as impressive as us." And he begins to walk away.
Okay.
Okay, I missed that.
Who's Master Bahan?
That's the
Valentine.
end of their turn. Valentine, I need you to make a death save.
New dice, baby. Here we go. It's a 15. That's
Yay!
That's 6 success. There we go.
turning the tide.
Gord, I need you to make a death save.
Come on, baby.
Let's do this. $11.
That's a success.
That's
So
good
2
shit.
successes for both of you. No, Val, you're at 1-1.
That's it.
Alana, I need you to make a death save.
Holy fuck. This is the most we've ever had unconscious at the same time.
So we might fucking catch us on fire. But can you imagine if I killed you? Oh god.
Just put them out of their
It's-
misery.
There's no modifier, straight D20 roll.
Okay, 7.
That's a fail. 1 fail for Alana. That takes us to Lavender. So, on if you want to maintain control of telekinesis over those two, there's a secondary attempt. They can try and break free at this point, and you basically make the same spellcasting check versus their strength check. But that's your action to maintain it.
I do want to do that.
Okay, so roll a charisma check. I'll roll my strength checks. And they're utter trash.
Natural 20.
Yay!
Well, that definitely beats a 2 and a 4, so...
Yeah, baby. So you can move them 30 more feet. You can do whatever you want.
I move them. I definitely do move them, and I make it so they start tickling each other.
Okay. They're moved as far as my map can go, so I'm going to put them down here for a bit.
Cool.
Do you have any bonus actions?
And are they grinding on each other?
Oh, they're grinding, for sure. They're scissoring in just terrible ways.
Yeah.
Bonus. So who is still in the hall? This baddie, he's scary. And that's Alana. That's a baddie too, the gray guy?
Yeah. Those
Okay.
two are the only ones left.
Just don't hit
don't-
Alana with whatever you do.
Can you click that? What is that? Could she use a cantrip, Kyle, if she used telekinesis?
No, because it's an action.
It's an
Oh,
action,
yeah.
but it's not a spell. Or is it sustaining a spell, casting a spell? Like, can she still cast a bonus action?
There's no bonus
Spell?
action cantrips, but you
No, but-
could cast a bonus action spell, yes.
Yeah, I don't know if she has a bonus action spell.
Like if I even have one.
I don't think you even have one.
Yeah.
Yeah, so 1A is all action. 1A. So yeah, I don't think so.
Do you want to remain where you're standing?
These guys are scary. Yeah, maybe just keep.
You're behind a closed door currently.
I like kind of creak the door open and I just yell, "What the fuck is going on?"
Okay.
Yeah.
You alert this guy who's standing there, and this guy kind of turns, hearing you. And you also begin to hear some rustling in some of the other rooms,
Shit.
as people are beginning to kind of get awoken by the multiple different sounds, screams, and now your final expulsion there as well.
Good.
That is going to be the end of your turn,
Surprised they're not
Mary.
already awake.
There's not that many people who are staying here, but the few who are now awake and probably scared out of their life. Mary, it's your turn.
Okay. I'm going to exit the room. 5, 10, 15, 20. Ooh, I'm going to get right between the two of them.
Okay.
I'm not done with you assholes yet, and I'll start with the guy on her left,
Just say like the colorful one or the gray one.
the gray one.
Okay.
It's not great. That's a 17.
That hits.
Okay. He's
Use cool
is
shit.
he's not the one who's afraid of me, right? No, that guy died.
That guy died.
No sneak attack. But I will. Fuck it, I'll trip him. No,
Yeah, okay.
I will. I'm not going to. I'm going to menacing attack him.
Okay. Wisdom save.
Yep.
It's only an 11.
No. So that is very good damage. 8, 4, 4, and 8. So that is 16, 26 points of damage. Nope,
Okay.
I lied. No, sorry, not 26. That's way too high.
Okay.
23 points of damage.
Oh.
23. Okay.
Still up.
Yeah, he's still standing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Second attack on. Oh, he's now frightened of me. Second attack on the other guy.
Okay.
Natural 19.
Oh, actually, sorry. At the top, you're trying to make a con save.
Okay.
As your sword is still hot.
True.
Probably fine.
Lav might be able to help.
She has to see it, I think, to use those.
She did crack the door. She
cracked
did
the
crack the door.
I got a 17.
You're fine.
She doesn't need help.
And do I take damage?
You will take some damage.
Okay.
You only take 4 points of damage.
Okay.
But, sorry, continue your turn.
So that was a 19 that I rolled.
Against this one?
Yep.
Yep,
And,
that hits.
1 second, I need to look at what my maneuvers are. Oh my god, he's not holding anything, is he? Probably not.
No.
Okay. We will do a tripping attack on this one.
Okay. That
running out of
strength or dex?
That's strength.
That is only a 9.
No.
Yes.
21 points of damage on that guy.
21. Okay.
Um,
Hold tight for 2 seconds.
Yep.
Oh yeah, he's fine. Start. Go ahead.
Okay. And then I will. Who the fuck do I attack? Last attack. I will. Oh shit! I used 4 of them so far. No. 3. I'll make the one on the guy on the ground with advantage. It's not great, but I think it'll still hit. Even with advantage, that was kind of shitty. Oh yeah, that's a 21. No,
Okay.
sorry, it's Timora's Edge, but I think it still hits. It's only a 20.
Yeah, it's not a crazy high AC.
Okay. And that is just the straight D6. So it's not going to be near as much. That is, with my short sword, is a 12.
Nice.
Points of damage.
Jesus.
12 points. He's still standing, but he's got a con save. Yeah, he's fine.
Fuck! This fucking concentration's driving me insane.
Yeah, he's fine. At the end of your
Okay.
turn?
That's all I can do. I'm running out of resources, guys.
Okay.
Okay. This is the only guy who's left. He's currently afraid of you. He
Yep.
can attack at disadvantage, but he can't move closer.
Correct.
He's already as close as he could get.
Yep. But he can't go the same direction the other guy was going.
That's
Because
correct.
I stood there.
This is correct. How do you look?
I have 30 hit points.
Strong as ever.
Yeah, you look okay. And he's afraid of you.
Yep. She just mowed down his entire fucking team.
Why don't you run, bro?
Yeah, he's
Scott looks at
afraid.
me and he's like, "That's an actual thing.
He's afraid.
He's afraid of her."
I'll take an attack of opportunity if he tries to run.
No, he disengages.
Damn it. I wanted to knock him out so bad.
No, he disengages from you.
Make them grind. So don't worry.
Farm day. Oh.
Yeah, he disappears around the corner.
Okay.
That's gonna be his turn. Oh, you know what? No, I take that back. No, yes, yeah. Sorry, that is what he's gonna do. No, Jesus, no, he's not going to. He gets to the corner, and even with disadvantage, is going to shoot at you with a crossbow as he pulls it out of from his back. At disadvantage. Fire. Oh, it's cocked. Okay, that is an 18.
Yeah. Fuck, that wouldn't have. Oh no, that would have hit my regular AC too, wouldn't it?
Yeah, sorry.
Oh, that's
I need
okay.
you to make a Constitution saving throw as the
Wait.
poison tipped bolt.
We can maybe do this. When another creature you can see makes an attack roll, an ability check or saving throw, you can use your reaction and spend 2 sorcery points. We need to count our sorcery points.
This is me.
We need to count our sorcery points.
Is there a range on that?
It says when you can see.
Okay.
Can she see?
Yeah, she can see him. It's just at the furthest distance.
Okay, let's just count the sorcery points to make sure we have this right, though. We
There's
use
5 for telekinesis.
Yep, 5 for telekinesis. I think we used this once before.
Yeah,
so that
that's
was
2.
7, and she has 9 in total. So this is her last one.
Oof.
So
Are you
now
using it to stop them from hitting me, or to give me? is it
on the
con
attack
one?
roll.
Okay.
So is it a penalty, or do I have disadvantage?
So Wally gets to roll a d4 and either add or subtract the number. So she's going to subtract.
You
Okay,
gotta
so-
roll a 4.
Total of 18.
I have to roll a 4.
It's a 4!
Our downstairs neighbor is like, "What the fuck?"
That was so clutch.
What does that look as you're peeking through the door? What does it look like? How do you break the tide of chaos?
I'm holding on to these guys, kind of making out. They're making out, and I'm like, "Oh my god, what the fuck is going on down the hallway?" And then I'm like, "Oh, Marie," and I'm like, "Oh shit, I really want her to like me." And then I basically just ooh, my chest starts to glow because I have that weird glow thing, and it kind of shoots out from there, not my mind's eye where crystals come out of. It shoots out from there like a fucking Care Bear. I'm Care Bearing all over Marie right now.
All right,
I'm
and
just
it just
Yeah.
shrouds her enough that the attack goes a little wide, and the bolt embeds itself into the side of Hondo's door frame.
And kills Hondo.
That's the end of their turn. It is Hondo's turn.
Looks up wide-eyed because this is the first time.
Okay, I'm going to burst through the door. And how far can I walk toward him?
This guy is laying prone at your feet.
Is
This
he dead,
guy, no, he's still conscious. He's still up.
I'm on him though.
Okay.
This
Yeah, you're
guy's-
on him
this
though,
guy's-
right?
Pretty determined.
Basically dead. Allie is unconscious here. you don't know Valentine's here. You're 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35 from this guy.
Okay, can I get, how far can I walk? 30, right?
You can go 30, and you've already went 5. So you have to bonus action dash to get to him.
If you die, though, you can't heal us. You can do what you want, but...
Let me go to 20.
You can
What does
throw,
20 look
yeah.
like?
20, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 puts you within 30. If you go your full 30, you get within throwing distance without disadvantage.
And is he looking bad? Is he looking...
This guy is looking very bad, yeah.
He's also looking
Okay.
really scared.
I don't want to kill him,
Okay,
but I want to...
that's a first.
I want to disable him. So
Okay.
I'm going to aim for the legs.
Yeah.
You can, like, non-lethal, you can just say.
Yeah, I'm fine, yeah. Make your attack with Whisper.
Yeah.
Okay, roll your d20.
No, actually, I'm going to go with Frostbite. No, I'll go with Whisper.
You have to throw.
Whisper's dope, baby.
Oh,
That'll hit.
Oh, you mother-
That'll hit.
Good.
get him.
And that's
so
I think,
you get sneak attack on top of that as you're the only one fighting this guy. I'm cool with it.
1d4, 2d4 or 1.
It's 2d4 and then 5d6.
Jesus.
2d4 and 5d6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
What was that one?
No, 5d6, not 6d6.
Yeah.
Total of 23. Okay. Plus your dexterity is 5, so 28. You definitely you throw the dagger and it gets right through his kneecap and he just buckles and goes down just like moaning on the floor.
Yeah. Oh, no.
He is unconscious but not dying.
Good, because I will question him later.
There you go.
I got down the hell for you.
That's your action. Is at the end of your turn.
You have a bonus action. You can do spells with a bonus.
I guess I'll heal someone.
Okay.
There's a guy who
who's
can heal
closest
other
to me?
people.
You can see. You can only. Well, if you were here, if you pull back 5, you can see Valentine or Allie's right beside you here. Both are unconscious, bleeding.
Well, I guess I'll do Allie since she's right there.
No,
Okay.
Allie can't heal anyone. Allie can't heal anyone.
No,
That's what it-
get Val.
That's what he did.
No, but
Roll your healing word on Allie.
she's unconscious, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
How dare you? We were friends.
I couldn't walk that far.
I'm next to you. I'm literally here.
What is healing word again?
D4 plus 3 for you for your charisma modifier.
Oh boy.
Hey, Allie, you heal 7.
Thank you.
Big D4s tonight, folks.
You are conscious. And that is the end of Hondo's turn.
She saved.
Let's
Yeah,
see.
Allie's fine now. Who is still alive? This dude and the 2 people.
Mary.
Yep.
At your feet, the bleeding out now. No, he's not bleeding out, but he's hurt. He's looking pretty hurt. And looked at the situation around him, and it looks very poor. Reaches out with one hand, grabs hold of you, and says, "If we're going, you're coming with us." I
No.
want you
No.
to make a strength saving throw.
Oh my god, is he gonna literally take her?
Say no.
There's reason for that too. Okay.
Do you have luck? Do you have luck?
I do have luck, Scott. Because that was a fucking 2. Okay.
Roll higher than 2.
Thank God.
Roll a
I forgot
3.
about luck.
Roll a 3.
I rolled a natural 19.
All right.
That's higher than
That is good.
You feel yourself get lifted briefly as a dimension door closes around this figure, and he disappears from your sight.
That would have been bad.
That would have been bad. Don't like that.
Oh,
Uh,
thank God, I
tricks,
forgot
right?
about luck.
We're using all the tricks.
I have a 1, superiority die left. That's all I have of anything I have. Anything.
What's left, Kyle? What's happening?
Hang on. There's still stuff going on.
Scott can't take it anymore.
Okay. Lavender, you feel your telekinesis dispelled from your hold. Your concentration on the spell fades as the effect is somehow taken from you.
Cool. Is it her turn?
Not yet. I'm just trying to organize myself because now there's a bunch of stuff that's not on the board I'm trying to do. Okay, that's both of them. So that takes that. That was... Yep. Okay. That's the end of their turn. Valentine, make a death saving throw, please.
Let's do it, baby.
Good, make it good.
19.
Yes.
Success. So you're 2 success, 1 fail?
Yep.
Okay. Gord, make a death saving throw.
Come on, Gordo.
Only one more, baby.
Alright, 1 second.
What are you at right now? 2 success, 1 fail?
I got
Yeah.
2 and 1.
Yeah.
Okay.
Eight.
Oh.
That's unfortunately a failure. You are now 2 and 2.
Fuck.
That's Gord. Allie, you are now conscious at 7 hit points.
Yeah.
You are prone. So half movement to stand.
Okay.
You see no combatants in this hallway. You know that this guy is unconscious but not dying. And you know that there were other combatants, you just don't see where they go. What do you do?
Do I see any of my teammates near me?
You see Hondo is right beside you, Mary is just ahead of you, and to your left you see Valentine bleeding out, dying in his bed.
Okay. Is there any way I can stabilize him?
Absolutely, if you want to try and just do like a medical stabilization, like a combat check. It's a medicine check to stabilize Valentine.
Does she have the Pearl of Power with a heal in it? Or the Soul Gem with a heal in it?
No idea. That's your guys' call.
No, so she did.
She also wouldn't have picked up her pack or anything. All she did was grab her hammer.
Yeah.
So that's the thing. She does have it, but she'd have to go into a room and get it and come back. And I don't know if she has enough movement.
Don't do that.
Does Valentine have any potions? Because
I have
she just pull it from
I have
his-
2 potions in my bag, but you
Yeah,
likely
so-
have to spend like a turn trying to find them.
Oh.
Yeah, Valentine could be able to pick it up because he knows where to look. So you don't need to use an action to grab them. It would be a bonus action to drink it. But Allie to look for it would be an investigation.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
However,
But I mean, someone could. Not Allie's doing this, but like if it doesn't work or something happens, someone could look for it and be like, "I found it," and the next person can dump it in someone's face.
Okay.
100%.
But try to stabilize first.
Allie, make a medicine check to see if
Okay.
you can stabilize him.
Ooh, all right, let's see. 17.
17 is enough. Yeah. Valentine, Allie, as you look over his form and you're just trying to quickly tourniquet areas that are bleeding and just trying to patch things up and just try and clear any wounds and get rid of as much poison as you can, and you manage to get him stable. He's breathing consciously. He is not going to die on you.
Yay!
Using your combat prowess, you've been taught how to do this, and you've managed to successfully stabilize him. And I believe that'll be the end of your turn unless you have anything for a bonus action.
Should I shout out to see if someone should go get potions?
You can say whatever you want.
Yeah, that's just a free shout.
Okay. Does anyone have any potions?
So calm. Okay, at the end of Allie's turn, Lavender, it is now your turn. You know that the concentration on telekinesis is worn off, but through the door you see no further combatants. You're peeking down the hall here.
I fly towards my friends.
Okay. As you cast Fly on yourself, roll a Wild Surge for me.
Cool.
18.
You're fine. You cast Fly, and 5, 10, 15, 20, 25,
Actually,
you can get fucking
go
anywhere.
through third instead of fourth.
So I go.
You cast
third.
that one, yeah.
Cool. And then I can. What can I do like from here?
You can just rush to us quickly, so you could get right to.
You can go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. You can get kind of anywhere in this region.
And then can I just do like a cantrip?
You've already used your action to cast Fly.
Okay.
So unfortunately, no.
Could she have gotten to Gord?
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and then an action.
Regular. Yeah.
Yeah.
You try and heal Gord if you wanted to, but that wouldn't be flying. If you fly, you could just come to us if you want.
I just don't know what else I could even do.
The only other thing you could do is try and heal Gord so he doesn't die.
Admittedly, Scott, I don't know that she would know
That's true.
to look for Gord.
That's true.
Yeah. I think I'm just gonna like go towards you guys so that I'm like with you and away from those like other guys.
That's a good idea.
Cool. Okay. That is going to be the end of your turn as you're prepared. Just looking. Mary,
Yeah.
are you doing anything on your turn?
She'll just look up. Wait, where the fuck's Gord? And I'll rush off to his room. Is the door open?
Yep. 20, 25, 30.
Okay. I'll try to. I know he's probably okay, but I'll try to stabilize him.
Yep. He's bleeding
He's
out.
not okay.
Yeah, no, I know. I mean, like, oh right, he has 2 and 2 now, doesn't he?
Yeah. So
Okay.
medicine check. This
Okay.
could be the difference between life and death for Gord Dunsford.
Natural fucking 20.
It's a good game, folks.
Holy shit! That's the third one this game. I haven't
I'll
rolled a nat
say-
20 in so long.
It's
With
turned
it-
around so much.
With a natural 20, you've been along. One, you've kind of briefly understood how to take care of the human body or any living creature through training with your family, but also combat-like training and like dealing with, taping up your own wounds and keeping yourself alive. Gord awakens at 1 hit point with a natural 20 stabilization. So Gord, you are now conscious. Death saves are gone. You're at 1 hit point as Mary manages to bring you back from the brink.
Gord. And I'll just shout out, he's alive!
That's good.
I think Amanda wrote that in her book before you said it.
I did.
That's
I'm doing a lot of shit.
I have a bonus action left. Not that I can do very much with it.
Tripping him.
Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna because that's as far as I can go.
Yeah, that's your full there.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, I don't have anything I can use my bonus action for, so I'm good.
Okay. Let's see.
Heartbreak's just, now we can eat it. It'll be happy instead of sad.
You guys hear from down this hall, this region over here that you can't see. You hear the shattering of glass. That's all you hear from that. It is now Hondo. Are you doing anything?
Well, I can't heal anyone.
Cutting that
I guess I can. Do I need to stabilize anyone?
Everyone is currently conscious.
You could try to find a potion in Val's room, because then you could at least get him awake.
Yeah, I will look through his
Or
bag.
you could go check out that guy that you knocked out.
I'll come back to. I'll go through Val's bag.
Okay.
I'll look for some potions, but I also look at what else is in there.
You don't
Okay,
have time for that. You
Make
don't have
an
time.
investigation check.
All right. If there's something good, I might just make it disappear.
He definitely takes something of yours.
Well, let's see what Scott's
To
got.
be
in his
fair,
bag.
all the coolest stuff is probably in your bag of holding, and not in your general potion bag.
I don't know which one he's looking in.
I would assume he would go to the bag of holding. That's where you keep most of your stuff, right?
Yeah.
Isn't that an
Well,
action to
I wouldn't know where you
stop?
keep potions, right? I'm just looking in the bags.
Bag of holding would be the go-to, I would imagine. That's where you keep
Okay.
all the interesting things.
Yeah.
Bag holding, don't you like summon something to your hand?
Yeah. So with a natural 20 of his investigation, he's able to quickly peruse through what he can gather is inside. And within there, you do manage to find, I'm trying to look through your stuff. You do have potions. You just don't have it written here.
Yeah, I have 2 potions, 2 regular potions.
Didn't you guys buy a graders?
We bought a lot, but we don't know. I know for sure I have 2 regular from before we even bought stuff.
Well, I know there were greater potions. I just don't know if you bought them.
I think it was like 4 and 2.
We bought everything. We bought them out.
I'd say you pull up to your hand a greater potion.
Okay.
So whether you use it or not is up to you.
Well, but that's all. There's nothing of interest, like a little, like a ring or like.
There are
weapon.
There are a bunch of random small like weapons and things, like early game stuff.
Cane sword.
There's a cane sword. There you pass by a pearl. You get through a couple of spell gems. There is the weird gate gem thing that you got in Carval's dungeon. There's a crystal ball.
Interesting.
But the potion comes to your hand.
I'm gonna give him the potion. I'm thinking about the pearl.
Okay.
Take the pearl. I'll take the
pearl
pearl.
of power that you know he uses all the time.
Okay.
Oh wait, he does use it all the time. You're right.
Yeah.
I'll take the pearl.
Literally attuned
You have
to it.
anything? Is your diary in there? Is there anything scandalous that he can take and fuck with?
This is what you get. You get the pearl in your hand, and you get a greater potion. Both of those are what you get out of searching through the bag of holding. And that was an action to investigate for that. You now have that in your possession.
Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna take the. I don't know if I have enough. Okay, I'm gonna keep the pearl with me for now because it will be part of my grander scheme to come.
Okay.
Right now, I will give him the potion.
Okay. You pass
I'll
the potion
hold his
over
head
to
and I'll
Valentine.
pour it down his mouth.
I don't know if you can do all of that.
But you
Are we
get
still in
Valentine prepped
initiative?
to take it. For the time being.
Okay.
That is going to be the end of Hondo's turn.
Do I have movement?
You used some of it to get into the room. Like you came into the room, you gave Val his potion, so like I think you're basically at the door. Basically, by the time you came in, searched, gave Val the potion, came. You
So no
can
more
just
movement.
No movement. It would be. Lavender, as you're the only one in the hallway, make a perception check for me.
Ooh, this is not a strength.
This is not the strength. Oh shit. Yeah, that's not good. That's 4.
Okay. Okay. Let's see.
Let's get our features ready again. Might use this to be the next one.
Tides of Chaos again?
Yeah. Only if he uses something on you. Only if he uses something on you. We'll have to see.
Is there anyone like near me at all? Like it doesn't look like
There
anyone's
might be
even
some
near me.
spooky person who's invisible. That's what could be happening. Some sort of cloaking.
Yeah, no, that's all that happens. Val, everybody is currently conscious if anyone wants to do anything.
Can I see anyone?
No.
Am I alive?
Yeah, everyone's up.
Oh,
Like, can I see
You
anyone?
gotta roll
now?
your hit points.
Someone
there.
roll that, the greater restoration or greater potion.
who gave it to me?
It was Hondo, so
Hondo,
4
roll me.
4d4 plus 4, I think.
Yeah, Hondo, roll 44 for me, baby.
Wait, couldn't I polymorph someone?
We don't need to just yet, it looks like.
Okay.
And polymorph's only like temporary.
What, did you say 1d4?
4. So 3 more.
$14.
What do we add to? Okay, 14.
So that's 10.
Okay. At this point, combat is over. There don't appear to be any other combatants. And you guys take a couple of minutes to stabilize yourselves. And you begin to hear some like ruckus from below and like the other rooms as people are kind of poking out to see what happened. And the lower floor begins to kind of awaken as it sounds like guards begin to come in and they start kind of poking around and questioning things.
I'm gonna grab that guy.
This guy?
Yup.
Wait,
He's
but
not
before I
there.
was gonna do
Oh,
that.
fuck! No!
I want to gear up with all of my attuned items, such as Heartbreaker, my cape, my pearl. Where's my pearl? Who is in my bag?
So I leave. I say
Where's Hondo?
I've left the room already before he is attuned, and I
Yeah.
go to the guy.
The guy is
I think
gone.
he's gone, bro.
He was unconscious though.
I know.
Okay, well I'm gonna go to that corner where he was,
Yep.
and I'm gonna put the pearl there,
Oh, okay.
and then I'm gonna be like, Valentine.
Yeah, mate.
I think I found something. Is this your pearl?
Oh my god, did he steal that after murdering me?
This guy took the pearl. The nerve of him. I don't even know he got away. He has one kneecap.
I'll put it in my pocket and I'll just take Hondo by the neck and touch our foreheads and be like, "You saved my life. This is a debt I will try to repay."
You know, you're my brother. What am I supposed to do?
We were brothers.
Hondo, you
Uh-oh.
also notice, sorry, you guys have your moment of conversation there. While the body is gone, you find the pearl. Your dagger's gone. The dagger you threw into his knee was in his knee.
Ew. And
Click
it's
it
gone.
back. Click it back.
No, that's Whisper.
Oh, okay. Which dagger did you throw?
Whisper.
No.
So that guy has Whisper?
He has whisper. No, I'm missing something. Oh God.
Oh, that's really bad.
What's wrong? What's wrong? What's wrong?
The dagger that I used to disengage this guy, he's gone with it. The whisper. I did not take it out of his knee because he was unconscious.
Can you click it back now or no?
It is not like Blink Dagger. I can't.
Well, we could scry on it and see where he is.
Oh, that's a good plan.
Did I try?
We can
Okay.
scry, SCRY, with the pearl, with the snow globe.
Oh, okay.
You have a crystal ball, you can try and cast scrying on it for
Oh,
sure.
right.
I just need
I
an
don't-
hour to unattune from some stuff. And I'm gonna use this.
Let's take a quick break while I reposition camera and stuff. Get yourselves situated.
Good job, team.
Everyone's alive.
Oh my
Clutch
God.
performances. Clutch
I
performances.
apologize to Brock and to Scott, who basically just had to die for the last
Die.
2 hours.
All good with this
No worries.
Picking up after the fight, you guys have collected yourselves. You are stabilized and not dying, which is nice.
Barely.
There is a quick and very brief kind of check by the guards who kind of come in and ask like what the fuck happened. They get just a quick detail of your story, but without even needing to. We don't need to go through the whole thing. Very quickly, you are vouched for, and you showcase like who you're with the Battleborn sigil, and there is no worry for who you guys are and what you are. Your word is taken at face value. Is there anything you guys do shortly after the encounter?
Short rest.
I immediately start switching to the crystal ball.
So it take you 10 minutes roughly after the fight to armor up, get all your stuff on, so everyone can be fully armored in 10 minutes. It takes another hour to attune to the crystal ball. In that time, you can all short rest, except Valentine, who is attuning to the weapon.
That's cool.
Okay. Not the weapon, the crystal ball, but you know what I mean.
I'll unattune the pearl that Hondo so graciously found.
Okay, so anyone else, if you're going to heal up, you can heal your hit dice, plus your constitution modifier on each of them.
Where hit
It's
dice on the?
Your hit dice are D8s, Kev.
Yeah, but
Where
what
would
do
you find
where
how
are they
many you
on
have?
If you click short rest, if you go up to your name, actually I don't know how to do it on a tablet. If you go to your name and then there should be a short rest drop down.
Oh, okay.
And then you can go through there.
This?
Yeah, so if you want to heal up,
Did I press
so
that?
actually do short rest.
I did. I press that.
So then you have to roll these. So you're going to roll 1d6 plus your con, so plus 4, and whatever it is. And we'll just mark them off. You can only roll 9 of these.
1d6. So this?
Actually, just a normal one. Yep. So you would
Kyle.
get 3 plus 4 back, so that's 7. So just mark one of these off. Just one. So you rolled like 1. This is like 1 hit dice. So you got 7 health back. So you were at 30. We can add 7 like
So
right
just
here.
put take short rest.
Just click that, see what happens. Let's just see what happens.
Leah, you were gonna say something?
Yes.
Yeah,
I am going to.
and then just roll another. And we're gonna add 4.
I'm gonna look at the 2 dead guys.
9.
So you
I'm
heal
just gonna
max.
give
So
them a
just
real thorough search.
Make an investigation
go to
check.
Short rest again, just right here. You would have used just 2 of these, so just mark 2. Great, and I think that's all you need. No, I don't think that's good. You can just leave it like that.
Say again.
17.
Always takes
17.
Takes a half hour. Interrupt.
Wait, no, 18.
Use the maximum of
Okay.
hit dice. So you're good now. You have 7 left if we need to use it. And when you take a long rest, like a real sleep, you get all that back. Just
Okay.
to heal up without having
So.
to take a full sleep.
Mary, as you begin looking over the 2 who are dead that are in your room, one of their skulls is completely caved in with the imprint of Alana's hammer in the back of his head. The other is just standard dead. As you kind of pour over their equipment and armor and everything, they are wearing leather armor, just basic kind of leather armor. You find a crossbow with each of them have a small small quiver of bolts, and at the tip of each you can smell the faint hint of a poisonous additive has been tipped. These have been dipped in poison, and you also find each of them have a vial of this kind of poison on their in their pouch on their side. However, I know you're not necessarily looking directly for what equipment and items they have.
No, but I'll take them anyway.
Yeah. You begin looking for the telltale signs of markings, brands, and sigils and things, and you find 2. On each of them, they have a brand at the back of their neck, just below the neckline, just below your neckline of where a shirt would sit. You see a symbol that while you saw it from afar in your training in your younger years, but not one that you have encountered directly. One of Master Caecilius from the Eldrazi.
Can you spell it, please?
Kaecilius. You've never had any direct encounters with this Master Caecilius. However, while you're with your training, it was all done in the same general area, and you know that he was an assassin, a trainer of rogues, poison masters, and an expert of shadowcraft. He's not one to fuck with. And it kind of brings back some of the worst memories of your time with the Eldrazi. The other thing you find at the base of the wrist here, right across the front of your wrist, each of them have another brand, though this one doesn't seem like a burn brand. This is almost like a carved symbol of 3 triangular symbols that you've seen as the sigil of Asmodeus.
Okay.
which you've also seen on Revenant Vow members.
That's shitty combination. Okay. Yeah, I'll take all that shit. I'll chuck them out in the hallway in a pile. Very unceremonious, shitty-ass pile. And I'll just kind of shove the crossbow and not like just into Hondo's chest in terms of here for you with the crossbow, hand crossbow, and the poison.
The bolts.
Bolt. I'll keep the poison, the other poison one.
You do know, for reference, the poison it fades over time. So like the poison bolts now will likely not be poison after an hour or so, but the poison, the dip, the poison you have can be applied to weapons.
Okay. Well, I know he still has some poison, so.
I believe so, yeah.
Okay. I will. Yeah, and then just very, very absent-mindedly. Grumpy, check in on everyone, make sure everyone's alive, and then just kind of sit by herself.
Sorry, I was just reading Allie's message.
You got blue screen again.
I'm back.
Yeah.
Oh, she's back!
Sorry, I can't clear my throat. Okay, so you have taken the hour to investigate the bodies and attune to certain items. You are all relatively healed up. From what I understand. What are you guys doing now? It's been about an hour and a half since this all started. So it's about 3:30 in the morning.
Why don't we... I can use this crystal ball now. Why don't we post up in my room, Hondo's room, Gord's room, one of the rooms without a window. We could use the spell rod again, or the immovable rod, block the door, and let me see if I can find where these guys are. That sound cool?
Yeah.
We do not want them to have this. We need to get rid of these.
Also, I'll give the spell gem with a level 2 heal to Mary. And I'm just going to try and cast Scry. Or I think maybe you do this, Kyle?
So
it's 17.
It's a ritual that you do. Target must make a wisdom saving throw, which is modified by how well you know the target and the sort of physical connection you have to it. If the target knows you're casting a spell, you can fail the save. The target is not a person. Let's see, so if the target isn't affected, you can use this spell against it for 25%. Fail the save. Instead of a target, you can choose a location you've seen before as the target of the spell. When you do the sensor appears the location to the spell. Okay, so it doesn't have it necessarily something applicable for an item, but I'm cool with it. I like it. Especially one of such note and one that you have been with essentially for some time. So let's make a wisdom save. You know the target well, so -5, but you don't have any connection to it, so -5 to the modifier. Okay. Yep. It succeeds. No surprise. So, focusing into the crystal ball.
I picture me sitting cross-legged in a circle of all of you.
Yeah, you all gather into Gord's room, which is the biggest of the rooms. He just happens to have the one that has an extra couple of feet. You set up at the edge of the bed, holding the crystal ball in your in between, surrounded by your friends, and focusing into the swirling energy within the crystal ball, and you see it begin to formulate a very dark shape, and a very a very dark kind of. It's hard to make anything out through this shifting of shadow and shifting of gray and white and silver in the actual ball, and for a moment you're not sure if it's worked or you're not sure what you're looking at, and suddenly your whole vision is absorbed into the crystal ball itself, and you find yourself swimming through this darkness and through squinting as you rush through the incredible light and darkness, to the point where you find yourself you're viewing this scene from the position of someone's belt, from the position of someone's waist, and
Meow.
you see the rush of legs and movement. You feel like there's the swish of a cloak wrapping around, a red cloak wrapping around, and make a perception check. You just see.
Yeah, this one's going straight to dice jail.
Oh.
One.
It's a one.
It's
Whoa.
It's really difficult to make out. You see, you're so obscured because imagine trying to watch something from someone's hip, and your only viewpoint is looking at this dagger on this hip, and you can kind of see the outline of a body, and this cloak is constantly coming around, and you just see dark, barely lit street, and they're moving quickly, and for the 10 minutes of the spell, you see every now and again the body turn, and you see just dark buildings, but very difficult to actually make it. It's almost like a haze beyond the actual dagger. It's a dark lit street, and you see some of these other similarly dressed figures dragging two figures as well. And that's basically all you see, unfortunately. Yeah. They're on a dark lit street. It looks like they're still in the city, like it looks like the dwarven architecture, but that's all you can tell.
So I'll put it down, and I'll say, it's really hard to tell. I think they're still in the city. The guy who has Whisper is wearing a red cape, red cloak of some kind. We might try and track them through like more conventional means. It was hard to try and do it just through the ball. Hondo, what do you think?
I say we split up and we head into the city.
I don't want to split up if we're facing these guys. These are the same guys who just fucked us all up.
Well, once we find one, we'll message to meet in a place. But
Well, listen, do you still have the eagle, or do you trade that in?
I didn't trade it, right? Because they didn't want it. Was that?
They didn't want it, so
We could try and go out tonight just quick, see if we can get a lead. You could use whatever you name that eagle. Fern could split up and go down one place. We don't necessarily have to split up as a group, but our like magical allies could. We could tell the daggers that we were attacked and see if they could find them.
I'll look for.
Yeah. I think that's a good idea.
Did we get any lead on who these guys were? Like, who the fuck was that?
Yeah, we know who they are.
Who are they?
They could be from Royman.
That's true, probably.
I'll walk out of the room and drag a body in front of the door. And I'll pull up the back of his hair and I'll show it. And I'll say, Lavender, does this look familiar?
Do I know them? Because I know a lot of criminals.
You know a lot about about criminal enterprises, and you've met with Zentarum forces before. You've been involved in trying to take down certain Zentarum forces, and every now and again in your travels over your years, you have come across certain types, higher level elite type forces, within these organizations, people who are spoken of in whispers, and every now and again you've heard the name Eldrazi, Eldrazi, and they've been talked about in hush tones as the unspoken or feared leaders of the Zentarum, who train assassins and who train the worst of the worst sellswords and mages for the Zentarum. And every now and again you have seen this symbol, but not very often. It rings a bit of a bell.
Okay. So I look at Mary and I say, yes, this symbol looks very familiar. I have always been very interested in these people, but let me tell you, signing up for their club is not like going to summer camp.
Fucking hell. And I'll just start pacing. Yeah, no, fucking shit. Yeah, you got that right. Okay.
Do you know, are they in the city? Like, do we know where they hang out? Do you know that, Lev?
They are very scattered and they are very rare, but as you can tell, they are quite dangerous.
They hang out in the mountains bordering the Kel. They're not people to fuck with. And I also found this, and I'll pull up his sleeve and show the symbol.
Yeah. So now you see on the front of his wrist about here the same triangular symbol you've seen on other Revenant Vow members, those who have taken the vow with the Revenant Vow and who have joined the cause for Asmodeus. You see both of the assassins bearing both of the same markings.
So either this is proof that the Revenant Vow are working with the worst of the worst and the biggest organization of assholes that exists right now, or they've bought them. They've bought these people, and neither of those is good.
Well, this does help a lie that now is true, where we could go to the daggers and bring these guys as proof and say, look, the worst of the Centarum are here. We need your eyes and ears in the city. We need to find out where these fuckers are. Hondo, what are you thinking? Is that a yes or a no?
We don't need to bring the body, just the head.
Well,
and I
maybe
go
the
and cut
wrist
the guy's head
too.
off.
Oh, you start
No.
sawing that off? You need the neck, though. You need the neck.
Yeah, with the neck, obviously.
Yeah.
No lower.
You can get there. His expertise can manage to saw through and
Master
sever this guy's head. Yeah. It takes a few minutes, but
Did
he
you
gets
put a
to it.
deposit on this room? You're not
This is
gonna get
Gord's
it back,
room,
Gord.
in fairness.
You're not gonna get it back, Gord.
Hondo.
Yeah, we'll get Gord's room.
Oh.
Gord can eat the rest.
No, don't stop encouraging him to eat shit. Okay, so do we want to go to Shoestring and and what's his
That's
face?
what it was. I was trying to remember for the life of me. Fuck.
We
All
can talk
week.
to Shoestring and Torque Hardskull and let them know, and we could send out whatever you named the bird, and I could have Fern do a little loop.
Jamichael is ready.
That's his name. That's his name. Guys, do we want to do this tonight, or do we want to rest? What are we doing?
No rest.
We have shit to do tomorrow too. I don't know.
We just lost a fucking fabled weapon. We gotta get that shit back.
I'm not losing all of you again, okay? There was a lot of fucking bodies on the ground, and not many of them were the bad guys.
Here's the problem. They
You
will
guys
come
all
back.
still look like shit.
They will come back with more, and they will finish us if we just stick around.
That's also kind of true. Hondo's being so weird tonight. He saved my life. Found my pearl.
Found it.
I say let's stick together. I learned my lesson. I won't sleep by myself anymore. I think that's a big lesson learned.
That's what she said.
What? What? But let's go fucking talk to the daggers and see if we can find these bitches.
Yeah.
Do you want to check this hall for blood? Like a trail of blood? Like, who's
No.
good at this? Who's good at this? Who's good at survival? I got a +5.
You have a +5. Wow.
-1.
Mary, maybe? Or Brawley? Are you good at this shit?
No, it's whiz based. It's probably Gord's is probably half decent.
+4.
Brawley, what are you?
Survival.
Survival.
Would it be survival, or could I like help with
Or maybe
using
it's
investigation?
I'm
Yeah.
+4.
If you're looking for a trail of blood specifically, it's survival. If you're looking
if
for
it-
any other signs of things, it could be investigation. It depends on what you're looking for. A trail of blood is a survival.
survival.
What was yours, Gord?
+3.
I mean,
Okay.
two people, someone can help someone too.
Mine's +5, so I could take a look at it.
While Hondo finishes carving off this head, someone can go and investigate the blood. So who's doing it? Who's helming? Which two of you are gonna go?
I'll do it with my best friend, Gordon.
Okay. The two of you want to make individual checks or Valentine advantage?
It's up to you, Gord.
You can do it.
Okay.
Scott with advantage.
I'm giving you a
Survival.
chance again, Dice. Don't fuck me. You fucked me. Great. 14.
As you go over to the corner where the body was, you can see there is a pretty well-ingrained pool of blood. And you see a couple of drops headed in down these stairs that lead back down around towards down into the bar. And then it just abruptly stops. There is no obvious trail, no sign that this person left from this spot by walking.
Okay. I go back upstairs.
It only took a couple of seconds as Hondo holds up a head with its neck, and you can see the symbol at the back of the neck is intact.
I'm gonna
gearing up.
Yeah, I'm gonna heal myself probably.
Okay.
Gord, do you want to cast Healing
Spirit?
Yeah, let me check. I think I have that or Healing Word.
Because I don't want to do a short rest. I kind of want to jump on
Healing
it.
Word.
I don't
I
even.
have Healing Spirit too, sorry.
Okay, that one's great if you want to use that. Do you mind using that so I can heal up?
I shall cast Healing Spirit.
So Healing Spirit gives you 10d6 essentially to dole out to whoever wants to take it. You just stand in it for 6 seconds and then away you go.
Who else needs health? Who's not at full?
Can't we all do it?
Well,
It has to be doled out individually.
And do you need health? Like, what are you at, Hondo?
I'm 65.
Brawley, what are you at?
I'm good. I'm at 125.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Jesus.
I used all my dice though.
That's okay. What are you at, Mary? Oh no.
Yeah, you're muted.
I'm at 99, sorry.
And what are you out of?
114.
And Gord, what are you at?
25 of...
No, you would have used hit dice on your short rest.
You can.
Yeah, you did have a moment there.
Yeah, I did.
Did you add 3? How did you only get 25?
I was at 1.
Yeah, he was low.
What?
Did you add your con mod to that?
Yeah.
Oh my lord!
Just some shitty rolls, it happens.
Okay, so we have
But he is animal shaped still.
Yep, but if you guys want to just split between, I don't know, however you want to split it, you got 10d6 to do 3, 3, and 3. If Hondo needs some more healing,
I can take
Hondo will
one.
take 1.
I don't need it. I'm good.
Let's just dole it out and let's get moving on.
Okay, Hondo, you take 1. Gord, you take 5, and I'll take 4.
Go.
Roll 4d6.
1d6, Kev.
5. 3, 8.
Okay, so you heal up an extra 3.
Plus 4 is 12. This is 16, so I just got 16 back.
Do we get our AC back?
Yes, you can put your armor back on.
So if you go to equipment, you just have to check the little box back up next to armor.
Yeah.
Oh, that looks better. 18 AC.
Sorry, so what am I adding to my health?
You're gonna
So
have
you're
5
gonna roll 5d6.
Okay.
Sorry.
And then I'm gonna use a level 4 healing cure wounds on myself.
So 4d8 plus 5.
Okay. 6. 7. That's 13. Plus 5 is 18. Plus 7. Why are these hard? What did I say? 15 plus 7?
I wasn't paying attention.
We're going to say
22.
Great. Plus my charisma modifier, which is 5, so that's 27.
What are you at, Scott?
Oh, we had our charisma modifiers?
Not for that.
I was doing something else.
Oh,
That's
Kev was he was casting a different
57.
spell.
So now I'm going to just level 3 cure myself.
Okay.
5. 6. 6. 17 plus 5 is 22.
So, some healing out of the way. You guys begin to head out late into the, or however you want to look at, late in the night or early in the morning, into the dark streets, relatively bare streets of Hammerstock, heading down towards the daggers.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah, there's nothing else we can
And
do.
so I'm going to tell Fern to run around and just see if I'll bring Fern inside and try and just be like, it's in part of an investigation to any barkeepers, and try and get them, Fern, to get a good little whiff of the blood, and then send her back outside and see if she can run around and try and find them.
So wait, are you guys all not going down there? Or are you just sending the animals?
I wanted to go to the daggers, but I'm gonna send Fern just into the city somewhere else.
Just to wander.
Like a fucking lucky chance, yeah.
Okay. Give me a perception check with advantage for Fern to try and get the scent.
Okay, that's good. That was pretty good too. 17 plus Fern's, I think it's just 5, so it's 22.
Okay, so Fern gets the scent as you guys begin to set off all together, headed down towards the lower district where the Daggers Guild is. And as Fern doesn't break stride with you. Fern follows along with you as if following a path, following the scent.
Oh boy.
Seems to be headed in the same direction.
This could be bad. Okay.
So it takes a little while. It takes you guys about 45 minutes to get down the proper levels. It's a little bit of a trek to get to the lower district, and then another little while to get through the derelict section of the lower district, through where the Daggers Guild is kind of hidden within this derelict, downtrodden couple of structures and buildings. So about an hour and change by the time you've reached the edge of the Daggers Guild.
Now we're at the house. I want to do a general perception. Anything look off here?
Make a perception check.
Oh, you fucker. 16. Forgot how high that is.
Oh wow.
One thing of note, nothing looks exceptionally odd beyond it's a shitty part of town and everything is a little sketchy. Like the shadows just seem to stretch even further, and you're on edge a bit after dying almost. But you one thing that you note is you don't notice any kind of guard or any signs that people are keeping watch. And not that you noticed it the last time, but you know that they were around. You just don't see anything. So it's something you notice.
I got a bad feeling we weren't the only people hit tonight. You guys ready? We should go in fucking ready to go.
Yeah, let's kill these fuckers.
I'll click on Heartbreaker,
Okay.
and I'll stride into this house toward the secret hatch.
Okay. You guys make your way into the kind of townhouse structure, the derelict townhouse structure that the Daggers Guild is set into. And you make your way back into the back section of this house. You open up the hatch and down into the room that has the hidden switch and the door. And you notice the door is ajar.
Oh,
Listen, perception, hearing.
Throw me a perception check.
19.
It is silent.
I kick the door and rush in.
Okay, you kick the door and it just slams in because it opens outwards. And then you realize that and you pull it back open and rush in.
Yeah.
And you rush in to see an empty bar room that is the lower section of the Daggers Guild. You don't see anybody there. You make your way through up towards the one upper section you were brought to before, and there's nobody there, but you do all see obvious signs of a struggle. There were tables are knocked over, there are some splatters of blood on walls and floors, and you begin to make your way through the main part of the structure, and gathered in the center of one room, just down from the bar, you see a pile of burned bodies.
Oof.
We're too late. We've been taken.
I want to go to Torque's office. Have we already checked that out?
No. As you push your way into the other kind of like the side office room, you push your way into like what was like the games room office area that he had, and sitting at the table, you see Torque's body, though removed of its head in similar Hondo fashion.
Hondo did this.
You just see a bloody stump of a neck and both palms face up on the table, stabbed through and pinned to the table with daggers. He is rigid in place and headless, though you recognize his body and his armor, and is clearly the leader of the daggers has been murdered in his den.
We must reanimate him.
I don't think I can do that.
Can I see how long ago it's been since these bodies were killed and burned?
It's a good idea.
Sure. Make a medicine check.
Not very good at these. Great. 11.
It's relatively easy to tell the body of Torque is not warm, but it's not fully frozen. It's not rigid. The blood is still, it's still pooling around the neck. It's not fully hardened or anything, scabbed. It is probably within the last hour, 2 hours. And the bodies are still kind of sizzling. The smell of burned flesh and hair kind of hangs everywhere. You can still, the fire is still burning where these have not turned to full ash yet. The bodies in the main room, but they are certainly burned to a crisp. So this seems within around the same time as your attack, if not just before or just after.
Do we know where the Willbreakers hang out?
You have heard that they are in the outer city, and Lavender, you would have a better idea as to where in the outer city.
Yeah. I don't know what we do. Do we call it here tonight and wait for the morning to come and talk to the queen about this? Or do we try and find the Willbreakers and see if they were hit too? I know they were in like league with the daggers.
We don't know when the queen's going to call for us. I wouldn't be surprised if it's first thing in the morning, and we're going to have to answer when that happens. It could be... Fuck, what time is it? It's so dark in here.
Maybe like, what'd you say, Kyle? 3 a.m. or something?
It's past that now. By this point, you're looking at 4, almost 5.
I still need my beauty sleep if I'm going to be any good tomorrow.
Yeah, you guys still need at least probably 6 hours to get your full rest.
While we're here, there's no one alive anymore. I'm going to just rip the place apart in terms of trying to find letters, trying to find plans. Is there a secret door that maybe someone is hiding behind? This kinds of places like secret shit.
I'll
Make
help
an investigation check with advantage.
With inspiration.
Okay. It's a 14. That's a natural 19.
There you go.
So that's a 28. So I'll use inspiration because otherwise I'm going to lose it, right?
Yeah.
Plus a 10. So that is a 38.
Is there a secret?
If there's nothing here, I'm good.
You take the next 10 minutes just to go through everything they have. You do find some ledger books in Torque's office, and you find just kind of information of where their money has come from over the years, a lot of different business dealings they've had. More recently, you see a lot more dealing in these glycerin vials from the Willbreakers. You see Ingrid Blesser's name pop up, and you see you just kind of see basic criminal transactions. Nothing incredible stands out to you beyond already knowing that Ingrid and what was happening there. You do find the safe of the daggers, which was locked, though with your investigation and your ability to pick locks, you managed to get through the safe and into the interior of the safe, and you find a small chest which is also locked, and a series of another what do you call it, a case of vials, where they're all sticking out, So you've got another 10 of the glycerin vials, and just a couple of pouches that contain like jewels and things like that. You gather another 10,000 in jewels and riches, and this chest is locked in a way that you guys have seen before in the infernal lock.
My God, these fucking infernal locks.
So there's nothing we fuck.
That's one where you need to know what the thing is, or else it's really bad, right?
Yeah.
Oh, so we have to know what the word is. Fuck, I'll
Keep it. Maybe we could try and dispel it or something later.
I mean, you can't dispel infernal locks, I don't think. Maybe we can. I don't know. Well, or maybe we can find the word here somewhere.
Maybe it's shoestring.
They changed it specifically to match. I'll toss the gems and shit to Val and just say, "Here, party fun shit." And the glycerin vials, I will not toss.
Yeah.
Hondo. Keep them away from Hondo.
I'll just say, what do we do with these?
I will delicately add them to my bag, and then we
Okay.
know what the fuck to do with them, because it's gonna go very bad very soon.
Yeah. Unfortunately,
I'm so
Go ahead.
glad that Hondo didn't decide to just dump your bag of holding.
Ooh.
I'm glad Kevin didn't potentially know that was an option, because in the back of my head I'm like, oh shit, no, he's gonna explode us again.
that could have gone very bad. So
okay.
you find no further indication of where the individuals you were searching for have gone in your first initial check, and as of now, what are you guys doing?
Maybe we go back home, have a little lie down, wake up in the morning, see. We could try scrying again in the morning.
I don't think they'll come after us again tonight. We hurt them.
See what the queen's up to.
We need sleep. I can't.
Hondo, I promise we'll get that back. We're gonna fuck these people up and get your dagger
You will
back.
do it as long as I am living.
Like the sound of that, baby.
Okay. Another trek back north, and you make your way up into the upper city.
Can I take Fern with me into my room this time?
Yeah, there's not really a whole lot of stopping you with anything right now.
Then I would like to cast before bed. Before I go and sleep on the floor of the girls' room, because I don't want to sleep with those guys. I'll take Fern in my room and nuzzle our little heads together. And I'll be like, we almost let everyone down tonight, buddy. I died again. Well, almost. And then I'll cast Find Greater Steed and be like, we gotta be stronger. And I'll make Fern have little fern wings.
Fern levels up, and in a Pokemon level evolution, his green and kind of dark like gray fur begins to kind of form into the lengthened wings that go the length of his back, and the green kind of fades from his fur a bit, and he turns almost a pure white, fringed with a little bit of green around the tips of his ears and his snout, and his paws and the edges of each of the wings, which almost take on this feathered texture rather than furred, as he becomes a greater steed for you.
Keith just kind of sees him and goes, "Meh."
There's so many animals in our room right now.
We'll
It's
try and
just a
shove it
giant-
in the room, and I'll like sleep in the leaf or the wing, very
Okay.
Just a giant cuddle pile in our room. I'll put the fucking rod back on the door.
I'll be like,
There's nothing you can do about the window.
Cuddle puddle.
Oh, we're just missing our baby.
Yeah, Val, you're not allowed to sleep by yourself anymore.
You want to sleep in our room tonight?
Yes, but not because I'm scared, only to protect you.
Okay, I don't think that's true, but whatever. Infernal put a little leaf wing.
And I'll be like,
You guys managed to complete a long rest, though it is late in the morning when you reawaken without knives inside of you. And Alana, you are awoken a little bit earlier than everybody else as a voice suddenly within your head speaks to you and says, Lady Brawlwyn, is Haldor Battleborn. I would very much wish to have a meeting with you regarding my son. When you have a moment, please come to the Champions Guild.
Yeah.
Does he want me to go alone?
Doesn't say alone. He does. That's all. That's the full message. It's up to you whether you want to go solo or you want to bring the group.
Okay.
You gotta reply too.
Yeah, you can reply to that message. You've had sending messages before where you have like 25 words you can reply.
Okay. I will relay the message back to the group, and then I'll send word on what my plan will be once I'm done talking to them.
Deal. So as you all come together, come to consciousness, alive, full long rest completed, so you guys can all go through your long rest in your D&D Beyond to get yourselves all full up health and spells and all that jazz.
You have to hit it twice, which is what Lav and I just learned. Hit it, and then when it's green, saying confirm, 3, 2, 1, you hit it again. You're all good.
Yeah. So, what do you do? It's about mid-morning. 10, 11 o'clock.
Brawley, maybe we should do your thing first if he said it was urgent.
Yeah, I think so. And you know what? I think you guys should come with me just in case.
I think we should stick together. I think that's a good idea.
They're gonna leave. Staying alone is not an option anymore.
No.
Not after all that shit.
We've been a little too careless lately.
Okay.
Alright, let's go to the Champions Guild.
Easy enough. Is there anything you guys are doing beforehand or straight to?
I think I'm gonna put on.
Oh yeah, you could. It lasts 8 hours.
Can I put on my mage armor?
Absolutely.
What does it look like?
Ooh.
It's like.
Is it like?
Yeah, it just goes. And when it shines in the sun, it has this like translucent
Shimmer.
Yeah. It's like when you go through a car wash and those bubbles come on your windshield.
Ooh, nice.
That's what it looks
It's like the Lisa Frank My Little Pony sparkle.
Yeah.
Oh. I love that. It's adorable.
Yeah, easy enough. That happens momentarily as you awake and realize that you might be getting into some shit. You prepare yourself, and your group sets out once more to the Champions Guild. You make your way through to the upper city into the Crown District, unimpeded by guard or any strangeness. Though you do see, as you make your way through the Marquis District and up into the Crown, you see a much more present guard presence throughout the city streets, specifically around where you're at. You can see the guards are actively on guard and watching the city streets, keeping a close eye on individuals, though not causing you guys any trouble or anything like that. Your reputation seems to have made its way through the guard, and you've become relatively known in a short amount of time in the city. But within about a half hour or so, you make your way to the exterior of the Champions Guild house, and once more you knock and are greeted by the dwarf who greeted you the last time, and he welcomes you inside, and without waiting, takes you straight up to the upper floor where Haldor is at his desk, and just kind of... You see him not sitting at his desk as stoic and as powerful as he once was. He seems a bit frazzled. He seems a bit on edge. He's kind of half pacing and kind of unsure what to do with like his hands. And then he sees you and welcomes you in graciously to take a seat and says, I'm glad you all came. This has been a trying couple of days. And I understand the importance of your presence here in the city, but I would not ask if it was not important.
What's going on?
As you had met Rune, my son, he had been sent on a mission out to Mithran to bring home to Bedrock, to the training guild, some new recruits from Mithran. A standard trek. He should have arrived 2 days ago and sent word back, and it has been a constant ritual between us to always keep a line of communication when any of us leaves the city. He failed to do so, and when contacted on our end, he has not responded. We contact each other in similar means as how I contacted you, Miss Brawin. There is no reason for him to not speak unless he can't or is unable to, because he is not with us. My position as leader of the guild of the Champions Guild means I cannot leave the city while such things are happening with King Gunther, and I must be nearby for Baldora and for my other son Thor. And I know your presence here is necessary, but you have more leeway to exit the city than I do at this moment, and I would ask you if you would see it within yourselves to investigate Mithran for me.
Of course. I mean, I think speak for everyone when we say we want to help in any way we can. Did Frey go with Rune? Are they both gone?
Frey is Rune's partner, his life partner, and they were gone, and I have not tried to reach out to Frey as of yet. I've been trying to contact Rune. I do not have unlimited resources, unfortunately, to contact him on a daily basis, but every opportunity I've had to try something, I've sent word via our paper birds, though that takes a much longer time to return. This magical way that we communicate through these stones and through certain spells that I'm sure you're familiar with have not proved any results. And I am admittedly
worried.
That's yes.
What do you think, Brawley?
I think we should go.
How far is it?
Yeah.
You guys would know that Mithran, especially Ali, would know the topography and the map of Haverfeld. Mithran by foot is about 2-3 day march, though could be longer depending on the route you take. You would know that there's not a well, I guess you wouldn't be sure, but like in terms of teleportation, it's not a big city hub that it may have a teleportation circle. However, as Haldor begins kind of showing you on the map where it is, he has got this big map of Haverfeld that's rolled out across his desktop, and he says, "I know not what method of travel you have. It could take too long to travel by foot, but the Champions Guild keeps us a group of Griffin riders that you could are very fast travel. You can make it there within a day's travel. If that's something you would be interested in doing, that's typically how we would travel. That's how Rune would have traveled."
Just adding that onto the bucket list.
Yeah. I think we're interested in that.
Yeah.
Obviously, we very much want to help you. I liked him, and I'd like to figure out how this works. We do have potentially a means of trying to look in on him.
Yep.
And that could potentially be on the table before we depart, when that happens. We also admittedly need to see what's happening in the keep before we make any decisions.
With who, sorry?
What's happening in the keep.
Yeah, the queen kind of said she would call on us today, so we might touch base there before going.
If it would put your minds at ease, I have spoken with the Queen this morning. We had an early morning council meeting. She is still trying to wrap her head around things.
Did she seem weird at all?
Good question.
Did she seem like, I don't know, like, besides the fact that her husband is dead?
Ah, that was her father.
Her father.
Sorry, her father. You don't know with these couples, you don't want to just saying. I like older men too. Maybe it's one.
He kind of nods his head and says, she did not seem as if her mind was not hers. She was, however, understandably enraged and still a bit distraught. Her temper is not her strongest quality, but serves her well on the battlefield, though when dealing in these kinds of matters, she takes a little bit longer to come round. However, we have armed her, if it will put your minds at ease, with some of our few relics that we have at our disposal for our royal family to protect her from detection and from prying eyes, detection from prying eyes, and from those who would try to infiltrate her council with shape-shifting abilities or with masking who they really are. She will be able to detect such things. So we at least have armed her in that, and thanks to your knowledge and your abilities to unveil these things, she is protected.
Good. I think I had another question before we go then. If you think, yeah, she'll probably need some more time before calling on us. Does the keep have a teleportation sigil?
The Red Keep.
Yes.
It does have a teleportation circle.
I don't know if that's overstepping my bounds to ask if we could have access.
I honestly can't give you access myself, but I could put in a request that you, given what you have accomplished in such a short amount of time, and given that I don't think your work here is done, I could see that being something we could offer you in exchange for your services.
That'd be perfect, just so we could get back quicker if you need us, or get room back too.
Of course. I will put it together as quickly as I can.
You should know something else. We were attacked last night in our rooms.
Attacked by who?
I look at Mary.
Zentarum.
Zentar. He kind of spits on the floor and says, "Are they involved in the plot that you spoke of the other day?"
Everything's... We believe so. If anything, this confirms it.
So he's like trying to piece it together. He says, are the Zentarum behind the Revenant Vow, or vice versa?
I believe, we don't know for sure, but we believe there, at the very least, there's an alliance there.
Yeah,
A
that feels...
very, very dangerous one. We didn't get all of them. We got some of them, but a good chunk of them got away and caused some mischief of their own.
Normal Zentarum. What did you call these ones?
I'll give Val a very long look. Fuck it. They're called the Eldrazi.
It makes no register on him as to what that means. It just says,
Good. Okay. They're an elite force. They're not to be fucked with. I'll Val, can I borrow a piece of paper, or have a piece of paper?
I mean, I was working on this. Yeah, I guess.
Okay. I'll sketch out the symbols that I know of.
Okay.
And hand it over to him, and I say, if you see anyone bearing any of these marks, dead or alive, please let us know.
"This is good. I will run this up to the council and to the Queen, and have anyone who comes by bearing any of these marks. Is there a typical place that they would bear them, or
Depends on the order. Back of the neck, whole back, anywhere that could be concealed."
Hondo, do you still have the head?
I do.
Oh, God.
Just in your pack, if you want to show them the symbol.
I pull it out and I throw it at the guy's feet.
He lets it roll. He kind of unblinking, just like, okay. I mean, I've seen some crazy shit in my life. He just says, I assume this is one of them, as he kind of kicks it over with a boot and sees the back of the neck.
Yes.
You're
Masters as well.
good to know. I'll bring this up the chain when I speak about your teleportation sigil.
Show them the head.
He picks it up. He tosses it to the other dwarf, who catches it and like puts it up on his shoulder. Just kind of looks at him.
I'll say be careful of who you use that name with and who you show those symbols to.
At this point, I'm only speaking with those I truly trust within the council and you lot.
General geography question. I don't know if Val knows. So, Zentarum, we think, hang out in the mountains near the Cal.
So Mary pointed out that the Eldrazi specifically train in the northern region of the Adversal Mountains, just above the Kel Desert. I don't know if you have the map on you, but there's a mountain range that is the north, like, cusp of the Kel, and there's like a point at the top of this range that they have like a training grounds.
My main question was, is that anywhere near Mithrin, or is Mithrin farther north? Okay.
It's on the other end of that mountain chain, basically.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was just wondering if it was
Actually, no,
the
it's
same spot.
so far.
Okay.
So far away.
Okay, cool.
Okay, I want to show you the map. This is where the Eldrazi are hiding.
Okay.
Oh, I got Mithrin and Durnhold mixed up.
Yeah, Durnhold is the place where you guys were heading towards for Gord's little questy there, that you guys ended up on your way through here, teleported to Hell, then went to the Abyss. Then we're gonna come out here, but instead we're teleported down to like this region for the Platinum Sanctuary. Then you teleported up into Hammerstock, which is right here, and Mithrin is in this space here. This mountain range kind of runs all through this region here. It's called the North Wind Range, and each of these are kind of all mining areas and towns and things like that. But Mithrin is the one that he was talking about.
Is Mithrin close to where we where we found the camp when they were right before the battle in Arendelle?
I think that's a little to the right.
This Crow's Fall area where my mouse is, Crow's Fall was the town that you guys went to, and then within this range here is where the Frost Giants and where
Cool.
So yeah, it's all up in here, and you guys traveled through Oakenrest, through this mountain range, and back up to Arendelle. So, Haldor, with this, looks to you all and says, "So, how quickly do you think you can gear up to head out?"
I have another logistical question. We ordered a bunch of stuff. Is that ready yet?
No, you guys are looking at like week's end probably.
Okay, and how many days are we away from that festival?
Today is the 25th of Zenharth.
Wally was tracking it. We got a chart.
2 more full days. So we basically have like a Thursday, Friday. It's on Saturday.
Hell yeah.
Are we on Thursday? Are we right here?
We're on Wednesday because we went overnight, got attacked, had to sleep, did a thing.
So it's mid-morning on the 25th.
Man, we need your note-taking like all the time because we all suck at it.
She's good.
I mean, I think at this point, if we can track down any other healing, but if we can get that sigil from you, or from whoever needs to bring it down the chain, I don't think we'd want to leave before that.
I'll also remind you guys have a sigil to Hammerstock. It's how you got here in the first place.
Yeah, but if we can get back immediately. Because you said how many hours was it to like get through the city and get into this part? I thought you said it was like
a day.
It's like an hour or two.
Okay.
To get from like the outer city to the inner city.
I'm thinking like emergency situation, but
yeah, I'm just saying you currently have one to get to the city. It's just the outer city instead of the keep. But the thing is, he's going to basically, he'll go over it in more eloquent terms. But basically, the time it will take him to go to the council to get the sigil returned to you with it could be several hours.
Oh, okay, so it'd be kind of in the wash. kind of.
But if you want to wait, that's your call. If you want to wait for it, he's you can tell, especially you with your insight, you can tell he's urgent. He wants you to go sooner rather than later. He's very concerned for his son. He's not sure what's happened. He is edging on the side that he is either dead or dying.
Okay. Is there anything we need to know about safe houses in this area? Any place that if he could run, he might hide to? Potentially, if it's through these stones, potentially he could have just been relieved of it.
It's certainly possible. He would have headed to the guild house, the Longhouse in Mithrin for the Champions Guild. It sits upon the higher northern edge of the mountain range there at the upper end of the city towards the mining entrance. But there's no reason for him to be elsewhere. He was only intending to travel there to round up the recruits and return.
Well, if you think if you can't get that teleportation sigil to to us in time, like in the next couple hours, I think we should just take off. That's the only thing I'd wait for.
He says he kind of has a quick moment of realization, and he heads back to his desk and starts rifling through drawers and finds it's just like throwing shit out, just like books and papers and all this random stuff, and he pulls out two books, and they look identical, and they're kind of these like leather-bound journal books. And he hands one to you, Valentine, actually, as you're the one who brought it up. He says, "These are something we should use more often, but we're not much of the writers. They're known as diplomats' pouches. They can transfer messages and written articles between these two pouches. When I receive the sigil, I can send it to you this way."
Ooh.
Amazing.
That's
Cool.
great.
Then we're ready to go.
He just kind of he's like proud of himself for like remembering that, and he's just like, okay, things are coming together. You can see his spirits are lifting. He looks like he is the worry is not faded, but it's got a little bit better. He's just like rubbing his hands. Okay, let's get you down to the paddock and send you on your way.
And if anything changes, you need us back, just send Stone Brawley and we'll come back, but we'll let you know. We're gonna
Of course. If you can respond to me with any information you have when you arrive, I will greatly appreciate it. And as soon as I can get to the council to approve your sigil access, I will do so.
I'll kind of nudge Brawley and say quietly, I don't think Keith can fit on a griffin. Maybe they'll take care of him for you.
Oh, maybe.
Maybe you trade him in for a Keith Griffin.
Trade him in. How dare you?
Can you put these wings on this ghost?
Unless I'm wrong and there is like a version of like a cart for a griffin that you can put a 800-pound goat in.
I don't like this idea. It's going to go very bad for Keith.
No, that doesn't exist. So is there any preparation you guys want to do, or are you heading out?
Ted on a little griffin. I will.
Valentine wants to buy more pets.
If we I don't need anything else. I think if we go to this paddock, I think I'll ask for a saddle and just throw it on Fern and ride Fern instead.
It'd be the same speed and everything. Haldor brings you to the lower side of the house and instructs you that out at Bedrock in the outer city, the paddock is kept where they keep the griffins, and he basically like scrawls a quick note, stamps it with his sigil, and hands it to Brawley, saying they will provide you with everything you need and take more if you need it. He'll give you the whole house at this point. But he urges you forward with gracious appreciation, and says, especially to Brawley specifically, says, no matter how you find him, alive or dead, whatever his fate may be, for your deeds of late, I promise to find a way to repay you.
No worries at all. Whatever it takes, we'll find him.
Lav, Are you coming with us?
I'm not gonna lie. I'm a little afraid of heights. So.
I can tie you to the fucking griffin.
Okay, please blindfold me and tie me to this fucking griffin.
Can't you fly?
Yeah. I just
She can
love
fly 3 feet off the
control.
ground.
I don't know if you know this about me. I like to have control.
I'm just saying, like, if you start to fall, just fly yourself and catch back up.
You know, I never thought about that before. That's a pretty good point. Okay, scratch it. I'll keep the blindfold in my backpack for another time. You know, maybe I'll see Browen again. You guys ready to go?
What the fuck did she just say?
Okay,
Yep, ready to go.
gearing
What
up.
about as we're gearing up when we're away from anyone else? I say, what about the whisper?
That's on Hondo. We could try and scry again and see if we find it, or we could try and scry on Rune and see what state he's in.
It's up to you. It's if they're dumbasses and don't realize what whisper is, it's probably the best chance they'll get lucky and some idiot will carry it around on his belt for a while and we hopefully will find it again.
Can I
regularly, but if they find out what it is, it's going to the top.
Can I cast scry again?
Mm-hmm. It'll take 10 minutes.
Has it been enough time?
Yeah.
It's dawn,
it's
I think.
Yeah, look at the recharge on the ability. Is it a long rest or dawn?
It didn't really say because it's like the.
Let's
Maybe it just says once a day.
I don't see it on my little D&D one.
I'm gonna say once a day.
So what do you?
Or once a long rest. Sorry. So
Okay.
you're good. You're good.
I'll turn to Hondo and I'll be like, Hondo. I'll take out a gold coin. Be like, swords. We look for the dagger. I'll scry for the dagger. Heads. I look for Rune. So odds will be sword. Evens will be Rune. Odds. So
Okay.
I'll try and scry and see if I can find Whisper.
I will say that we will probably run into them again, and we will find their sword. We will find the sword. I'm not too concerned.
About losing the artifact dagger of legend?
No, I am very disappointed, but we will run into them. We are not letting them get away.
All right.
So, you cast Scry from the crystal ball once more, and there is an immediate connection once more. Again, you see a familiar sight of this hip and red cloak that obscures much of your vision, but make a perception check.
Okay, better than a 1.
Hondo, is there anything you want me to do? Like, do you have any words for me while I do this?
Do you want to inspire him? Is what he's asking out of game.
Of course. I will inspire you.
Oh, okay. Cool.
How do you inspire Valentine?
Gonna need
I will
that.
say, shake what your mother gave you.
Okay. Is that a D8 or a D6?
D6.
This is not good. Oof. 7 total.
Oof. Wow.
What are you trying to do?
It's trying to scry in the dagger again for Hondo.
So you
Just
look
so much cloak.
essentially, yeah, like because you're scrying on an item, you're bound to the scry works almost like tunnel vision, where you look at the singular thing you're looking for and you can kind of see around the edges. So all you're really seeing is a cloak and this guy's belt, and his like hip and like upper torso. You can see even with a 7, he's not moving like they were the day before. They're not moving through city streets. However, you can see a very dimly lit space. You can see rock and a faint fire burning, and you can see kind of faint shapes they seem to be like set up as a camp in like a makeshift camp, though within a rocky. You're not sure if it's like a stone building, a cavern. You're not sure. It could be any number of stone-related things because a 7 is not super great.
Last question. You can tell me if it would work or not. Can I tell what gender this person is?
You're vaguely sure male, given like what body type you can see, but could be a really thin woman. You're not sure. But cool. You would edge towards male if you had to, make a call.
Cool. I didn't get a read. I think they're somewhere. They set up camp. They're not moving anymore, so it's like they're staying put. It's kind of like stone around. I don't know if it was like a house or a home. That feels like they're still here, but I think we're okay. I'd be worried if they were traveling.
If I wanted to clean house, start with the daggers. Then you'd move on to their acquaintances, who hang out in some pretty shady-ass caverns.
The Moonbreakers? Willbreakers. Yeah, and I mean, we already heard that there's strange shit going on in the caverns.
Hopefully, you said it's still on his hip, which means that the same person still has it, so there's hope there.
I think we take off, we settle this rune thing, and we come back and then get our weapon of legend back. And then we have fun at that festival. It's going to be a laugh. And then, it's a nice day.
Yeah, I'm sure nothing bad'll happen there.
So.
Hey to the freaking weekend. I say to that. Hey,
you sing songs?
Very well.
Okay.
You guys make your way to the outer city and make your way to Bedrock, where they set you up with each of you having your own individual griffin. Each are mounted. They are relatively large creatures, the body of like a lion with a swishing tail and the upper torso of a eagle, with these massive eagle wings and sharp looking talons and beaks, but they seem very well trained, and they are they're meant to be ridden and flown very quickly as loyal and fierce steeds. You mount up. They easily mount a saddle and everything onto Fern, so you can easily ride Fern if you want. Keith can be boarded here, for lack of a better term. They'll take care of him. They'll feed him very well. You do see a couple of other goats that are here, like similar size for riding goats, that are within the same kind of area of Bedrock.
He can make some friends. Oh.
He has some friends.
Yay!
You can tell them his horror stories of living in the abyss. He'll be the cool goat.
He can't socialize with goats anymore because he's not normal.
What about this?
They're all like
mates with a griffin. He has a baby goat griffin.
Cool.
Yes. It could happen.
I mean, yeah, Keith's definitely not
my fucking god.
This Bedrock is just like the breeding center in Pokemon.
Yeah.
Just like bring two things together and make them fuck. Yeah.
Make it work.
He's so messed up like a ditto, it could work.
Regardless, Keith unfortunately has to stay behind. As you guys all mount up on your Griffin Riders. And it takes a little bit of getting used to for some of you. It's a little uncomfortable. It's a little weird. And these creatures are relatively imposing, though well-trained. No problem for Allie whatsoever. And obviously Fern and Valentine are pretty well acquainted. But you guys begin to take off, and you're good to go. It takes you... What was that?
It's me keep saying goodbye, and it's this gif of a goat.
Oh no, I've gotten the. Oh no, how do I get the chat to go away?
Just licking his mom. The X in the top.
Let's see.
It might be in a separate window, and you just have to bring the other one up in front of you.
I'm back. It's good. Okay. So.
This is the scariest and coolest thing that's ever happened to me.
These guys are well trained. They are intended for this purpose, and they travel at a very brisk speed with little need to stop and take care of you. You guys do need to make 1 or 2 stops over the next 10 hours as they just need to be fed, and you find like areas along the edge of the mountain range to feed and to water your mounts and yourselves, as it takes about 10 to 12 hours before you've reached the area along your maps that would allow you follow the edge of the Northwind Range before coasting near towards Mithrun as your travel stretches well into the day. You follow the harsh snow-capped peaks that descend into deep valleys and rolling rocky hills across the landscape of Haverfeld. But from your aerial view, you do see the small villages and thin roadways that spider out across the land that always connect to a village or town built along the mountain face. As the sun begins to set at your back, the town of Mithrun begins to form along the lower face of the mountainside. You begin your descent headed towards the city, watching the long shadows of the mountain stretch across the city, shrouding it in darkness. You almost overshoot this town, in fact, as the shadows and rough stone of the buildings nearly blend into the mountain.
Can I ask a couple questions?
Uh-huh.
Or is it just us, or is anyone escorting us?
It's just you guys.
And what time of day is it right now?
The sun is just setting as you guys reach the city,
Okay.
the town. So using being able to track your way there is relatively easy by flying. You can basically see the topography as if you're following a map, and Allie knows the way pretty well around most areas in Haverfeld, so without needing to make any real checks, you guys make your way there in good time and in the proper trajectory. However, you settle down outside the city along the outskirts of a small wooded area through which you see the main road that enters into the stone walls that surround the outskirts of this largish town. I wonder if I can paste a picture of what it looks like.
Just picture the 6 of us flying in formation, just dipping through the clouds. So
It's really
dope.
cool.
Majestic.
So dope. There's a great montage that happened right now. You can just see it. Ooh.
So that's what the city looks like as you guys kind of come over the. It's not quite as
Oh my
snowy.
god, this is beautiful.
Oh wow.
It's not quite as snowy as it is in the late summer months. But even along this Northwood Range, it is chillier. So along the tops of the mountain, there are still snow caps, and there's a faint snow around the upper edge of the buildings. But you make your way to the exterior along that bottom right kind of roadway that leads into the city. What are you guys doing?
I would like to make a perception check. Is there any life in this city? What can we see from up here? Maybe I'll radio the friends too, and motion to Lab to be like, let's circle, let's do a perimeter check.
Okay. Make a perception check.
15.
So the main road, you see, wind up through this the buildings along the edge of the mountain, kind of winding its way up to the upper edge, where you can see larger structures, and then an entrance into what would be presumably into the mountain, into like a mine area, as they kind of alluded to. From afar, you can see that there are stone homes and businesses that line the road that winds its way up into the top of this town. However, with that, and from your kind of aerial perspective, you can see the streets they appear bare. You see no torches or fires kind of lighting its way despite the hour, which is a little odd. But they're dwarves. Maybe it's not so odd.
Alana, you've been here before?
I have.
What should we be looking for? What should we be nervous of? Does it look normal?
Does it look a little unusual?
You've given your aerial perspective, and Valentine kind of relaying what he just perceived there. You gather it's a little weird that you don't see any firelight. Typically, there are always fires burning in almost every city, like across the entire realm. As soon as it gets dark, that you need fire, you need to see. And it's kind of weird to not hear the sounds of work and industry. It is oddly silent. Just the wind kind of whipping through.
If you look at that pic, see like on the right, if we're taking this as really real, see how like on the right there's like one like ledge that's like in the higher part of the city. It's almost like I basically was like, I want to look for like a safe place we could land. But
so there's this is like, there's not necessarily like exactly like it is in the picture. There wouldn't be a connection that high if you're looking at the like upper right. I don't know, whatever that would be. Down in the bottom right, like that would be like the highest wall. You see what I'm saying? That corner?
Maybe land on the wall and just take a look.
Well,
yeah,
you could. We might need to, if we can do this discreetly.
Yeah.
But I mean, we're gonna look around, but as of this time, no one knows we're coming, and maybe this time we should keep it that way.
I like it, Hondo.
I look at Val. You have
finger guns away.
You have a history of
I like an
telling everyone what our names are immediately. And maybe this time we just try to be a little more discreet. If they think we're still in Hammerstock, that's probably the best bet.
That's true.
Yeah, and it is a little bit more quieter than usual.
Let's try and land stealthy, maybe down below the wall so we only have to do it once.
Do you want me to create a distraction while we land?
No, not at all, bud.
I can set a Molotov cocktail or something.
That's okay, pal. I think that's okay. Why don't we be real stealthy?
Yeah, let's just try to be quiet about this.
You guys managed to set yourselves down on the interior side of the, what would be, I guess, the eastern wall of the city, kind of in the middle tier of this, like, if you want to think of it as you rise up the tiers towards the upper edge and the lower edge, you're about midway, at the highest point in, like, the wall that wraps around the city. On the inside of the wall, in the city side of the wall, you guys settle down with your griffin, and they quickly, as you dismount, they go about kind of just eating whatever is around and kind of resting their wings as they've been flying for a good amount of time today. They're a little tired. But now that you're inside the city, as Allie noted, the sound of the lack of sound is a little odd for a town of this size. There should be something moving, someone, working, even though it's late in the day. Maybe there should be drinking, carousing of some kind, and there is oddly just the sound of wind whipping through the mountain range.
I'll stay on Fern, and why don't we go a little deeper into the city? Maybe try and, what's like the nearest building to us or something?
You can see there's several on the edges of like the town. It's not a big town, and there's just the one main road that kind of winds back and forth, and you're perched nearish to the one corner of it, behind some structures. There would be a row of buildings that you're at the back side of, essentially, and you make your way towards the edge of the city. Are you trying to do this stealthily, or are you trying to? Are you guys just taking a peek?
I was thinking of like stealthily going up like the backside of the building up towards the front, and just kind of Fern and I poking our heads out, look at the street.
Okay. Make a perception check. Anyone else doing anything?
I'll do a perception.
Okay.
13.
Let me see what a Hondo does too.
Whoops, I didn't roll.
That's pretty good. Plus like 10 at least.
Yeah, plus 10.
You both begin kind of creeping on either side of one of these buildings, and all of you kind of in two lines make your way to the front of this building, kind of just looking around, trying to peer out with the two of you up front. And the street is empty. You see nobody moving about the city, and you look inside the building that you're both kind of wrapped around, and the door is like kind of ajar and just kind of slightly swinging in the wind. Hondo, as you kind of look about, you see no light from the windows of any of the what would be residences here. You just see like doors like all just kind of half ajar. Like the town is empty of any anybody who would live here. It's like a ghost town.
I find that odd, or would I feel like not fazed by it?
I think you would find that odd. Like I think anyone would find seeing an entire town that is in relatively like good condition. Like you don't see obvious signs of like this town was burned to the ground. Like no, this is a regular ass town, but there is nobody living here. There's nobody. You don't see any souls. It's weird.
I want to poke in that building. I want to take a look in that building.
I was gonna say, if there's a building and you guys confirm it's empty, I want to see if there's signs of struggle, if there's signs of anything.
As you guys just go into this nearest house, it's like a house, like just a home, a domicile of some kind. Whoever wants to make investigation checks.
I will do it. Does anyone else want to do it?
I'll do it.
Okay. Each of you make investigation as you guys begin to poke your way inside. It's relatively small.
I also rolled a 9.
Who adds more?
Me. 18.
I have 5, I think. I think I'm just a +5.
I'm
18?
Yeah,
Okay.
total.
18 and 14. You poke your way inside, both of you, and see it is in fact empty. As you do a quickly make your way around the lower floor. There's 2 floors, but it's like an open upper floor. There's nobody inside, and no signs of obvious struggle. No blood splatter. No.
There's no like. Do they still have like? Is the kitchen stocked? Like.
Yeah,
like they knew they were gonna leave and pack their shit.
There's food in the cupboards, and you see like dishes on the table, like midway through a meal.
I don't like this.
Let's investigate some more houses.
Yeah.
Begin making your way through the street. And just kind of every now and again, just like walking your way up the street. Allie, you would know the longhouse for the guild house, and I think Haldor said it, is up on the upper edge of the city. So you guys begin kind of making your way slowly around the curve, making your way towards that house. But as you do, poking into businesses and into homes, and if you want to make further investigation checks, you're more than welcome to.
I'll make one more.
Sure. Anyone who wants to try, go ahead.
I'll make one.
Yep.
I'll inspire Lavender.
Okay.
You can roll. Actually, you can roll a d10. You can roll this. 16 plus
6.
investigation.
19.
And I got 8.
Okay.
19 for Lav, 8.
Similar signs the whole way up this street. Every house seems to be abandoned, almost Rapture style. There is no obvious signs of a fight. There are no blood splatters, no anything. However, Lavender, you kind of pick up on the fact that as you get up into the upper levels of the city, you can see where some snow is fallen in the upper like northern range of the city. You can see tracks in the snow of like several paths of boots walking through almost in like single file lines, having exited from buildings, and in these single file lines just walked up the city street, all single file from every single door and house.
And they're walking further into town or out of town?
They're headed up the city in the direction you're headed.
Ooh, I don't like this. I turn to the group and I'm like, aren't we dealing with people who can charm other people into doing things they want?
Yep. Sure.
Hey guys, look at that. I'm from the south. I've never seen snow, but I don't think it falls with boot marks in it.
It's fair.
Yeah.
We must follow it.
Yeah, I want to get back on Fern, and I'm going to go in the air but follow the group from above.
Okay. How high above?
60 feet.
Oh, wow, okay. I thought you were like, 5 feet.
I don't want to be like hovering above looking down. I just want to be like,
I'm leaving you guys behind.
I just want
Goodbye.
to circle above.
I'll turn to Gord and say, I mean, if you want, you have the means to get up there in a lot sneakier of a fashion than we can. At least get a scout ahead, but it's up to you. If you want to turn into a bird or a bat or whatever the fuck you think.
I can do that.
It's your call. I don't really like the idea of us separating right now, but it could come in handy.
I will also, while I'm up there, I'll take out the diplomat's pouch, and I'll just scribble in it, we've landed, can't find anyone so far, we'll report back to you momentarily. Spooky.
I should mention too that over 3/4 into the day of travel, you did receive the sigil from
cool.
Haldor. I forgot that was like 10 hours of travel, so yeah, you would have got that by now.
Can it work like that? Like, can I write him a note?
Yeah, for sure.
Sweet.
Yeah. You see, as you write it, the ink like disappears behind your writing, and it presumably heads over to his book.
Cool.
However, the message that he sent you remains on the page.
Perfect.
So your sigil is still there, and you can record it in your own book. However, as your Ariel and Brock, are you taking into an eagle form, or are you staying on the ground?
Yeah, I'll change into an eagle.
Okay, so why don't you give me a perception check with advantage as you take off into the sky as well. So d20 times 2, plus your perception.
Like,
Got
roll it twice?
Yeah, roll 2, take the higher. The only reason I'm not giving you another perception, Scott, is because you did one like the first time round.
I've done a lot. It's not going great.
It seems fair to share the wealth. You're both going to do the same thing, so.
$23.
Ooh, there we go. Gord, as you transform into your giant eagle form and you take off into the sky, following in Valentine and Fern's path, the rest of you begin continuing the traipse up, now a little bit more on edge, following these footprints in the ground as they kind of wind their way back up towards the final crest into the upper edge of the city. As the two of you, Gord and Val, make your way up to the 60 feet above this northern region of the city, Gord, you can see where these, kind of the standard houses and businesses, they look kind of similar in structure the whole way up this rise, up the side of this mountain. As you reach the top, you can see a couple structures that are a little bit ornate in decoration, maybe what's the name? Like a land baron, or someone who has a nicer manor, or someone who owned the mine, or something like that. There's some nicer structures. However, one of these structures you see in this longhouse style, you see a large portion, about a quarter of the portion of this longhouse has been fallen in. The roof of this longhouse has caved in on top of its section. Like a quarter of it has fallen in, and it's about maybe 60 feet, 70 feet from the entrance of this mine at the top of the city. You also notice, with that perception, this path of footprints all rushes up into past this structure and into the mountain.
Into the mountain?
In through, like, where you can see there's like an open mine mouth face into the mountain.
I'll land up there.
Okay. Val and Gord and Fern settle down in the upper regions of the city as the rest of you slowly make your way, meeting up with them just a little bit behind. What do you do up there?
Can I investigate a little bit more around this area? I know there's tracks, but can I see anything else?
What are you looking for specifically?
How about
what are you
this?
trying to find?
I would like to see if there is just like how rigid these footsteps are forward. Like, are they just this pace the whole time? You know what I mean? Like, yeah. Or are they like a little bit off the trail but all going in the same direction?
Give me a survival check.
Cool. That's pretty good. 21.
Okay. As you follow the path, and it leads just about to the mine entrance. Shortly after the this longhouse that you've noticed is now kind of fallen in. There's a huge section of this longhouse that is like fallen in on top of itself. It's the first sign in the city that something is amiss, that something has happened destructively. Everything else has been very like just obliterated, like Thanos snap. Everything is just gone. This is the first sign that a fight was taking place. And as you follow this line of tracks, you do see some tracks that come from this longhouse, and you see a little bit of dried blood within the snow that come from there, but that group up and follow this line through into the mountain. And there's a point about 60 feet out from the mine entrance that you can see these footprints all stop and look at this. There's like a cleared space in the snow, and like as if everything around it, like in a spherical dome, was cleared away, and there's no sign of tracks. However, on the opposite side, the tracks continue, but now they are erratic. They are just all over the place. Everything is scattered and sprinting in different directions, all headed towards the mine, but less organized as they were once before.
The circle thing you were talking about, that's not like like a crater. It's more just like a circular. Yeah, not necessarily a crater, though. As you get low and with your survival, you do note like you kind of clear the snow away from where it's already kind of clear. You do see like a severe crack in the stone. You see like ridges around the edges of the stone that are cracked, almost crater-like, but not like a heavy indent, like a splintering of the stone. And even being there, as you're like touching it and feeling it, there's just this dark energy that emanates from this space. Something truly evil was felt here. Is it worth checking out that longhouse?
I was just about to say, as we're walking by, I think we should, if we're meeting them there, I was going to do it on the way, but we can go all together instead.
You guys are about at the longhouse now, as Val and Gord are kind of taking a perception around. So the Ali, Hondo, Lav, and Mary, you guys get to the outskirts, the exterior of this longhouse. That Alana, this is the Champions Guild House here in Mithrin.
Ooh. Yeah, maybe check that shit out.
Yeah, we'll be careful, but it looks relatively abandoned. See if we can figure out what happened here. Alana, stone. Maybe you can figure out why this place is collapsed.
Yeah, I'll do a check on it.
Sure. As you guys make your way inside, Alana, if you want to give me a history check with advantage to look at the stone. You guys begin to make your way inside. The four of you, Hondo, Lav, Ali, and Mary. You make your way in through these like up this rise of stone steps and through the double door of stone or of wood. Ali, what'd you get?
18.
Okay.
Nice.
You make your way inside. What looks like kind of a similar to the lower section of Haldor's, the Battleborn Guild House in Hammerstock. Just like these long tables in the middle, you can see where there was a fireplace that would cook roaring fire with spits of meat cooked over top. An upper level that wraps around with like a loft kind of upper level with a banister that looks over into the main structure. No individual rooms necessarily, just like one big open space. However, on the right side of the space as you enter, as you can see, this whole thing has crumbled in. And Alana, as you make your way over, you can tell the stone that made up this structure, it was of dwarven construction. Like everything here is crafted incredibly well and is built to sustain like thousands of years of natural weather and stuff like that. Like that, there's no reason for anything natural to have broken this in. This was done by force of some kind. And heavy, incredible force to have done this much damage to as a well-structured a building as this. Something either very heavy or potentially magical in nature. It would take a significant force to do this. And it seems to have collapsed in roughly about a quarter of the roof, maybe even a third of the roof on the one side, and it's kind of covering the one section of the right side of the longhouse, where you can see there are was like the cooking, almost like the kitchen area kind of situated. Like you can kind of see bits of like pots and like what would have been basins and things like that are all crushed beneath heavy stone and wood. And as the four of you enter as well, you notice that there was a fight here. You can see signs of dried pools of blood amidst the section of stone that has fallen in, and just kind of scattered around. You see there was indeed a fight here. And in fact, you actually see a couple of two figures. You can see the arms of figures kind of lying out from beneath the rubble.
Just arms, no torsos, no anything else that would help us try to figure out.
They seem like they're buried beneath the rubble.
Oh, I understand. Sorry. Fuck, is it worth going through here? Is it worth taking the time to figure out who these people were? Do we have the time?
If you're radioing that, I'll be like, I kind of want to check out this mine in case there's any survivors who fled in there.
Well,
Seems
I mean,
like they were like led up here, but then whatever was leading them broke, and maybe they fled into the mine.
Is fuck, with the signs of struggle, there's no way of telling like whether it was sword or magic, or like is there little like explosionies like I've seen when there's force damage from a spell or anything like that.
Sure,
like what kind of fight it was.
Make an investigation check.
Natural 20.
Great.
Holy fuck. I'm having a Scott. I'm gonna get all ones next game.
Yeah.
This is what happened to Scott.
Wait until you're about to die.
Yeah.
Two things of note as you roll a natural 20, which is great. You begin picking your way through this rubble with Ali kind of guiding the way, as Hondo and Lav are kind of just keeping eyes on the whole thing, trying to get a general picture of what's happening. You begin kind of picking your way as well you can without disturbing anything to the center of this kind of collapse to try and identify like what has happened here. How can I investigate this? And you pick your way through, finding a couple. You see like beneath the rubble, you can see a couple of hands that are half like kind of sticking out. Of what look like dwarven hands, though they are ashy and gray. At one point, as you make your way to what you amass would be the kitchen kind of area, you push aside a little bit of rubble, and while you can't make out exactly what brought down this structure, its purpose, or not its purpose, exactly what brought it down. Actually, I lied. There are three things you find. You find a still beneath some rubble. You can see a hatch in the floor, and as you make your way there, you can hear the faint sound of something beneath the hatch. Something kind of like scratching at it, tapping at it. You can't. It's heavy. It's like heavy stone, and you can't quite make it out. And as you're moving things aside to try and clear that space. You push through, and one of these hands kind of flops out from beneath some rubble, and you can see it's ashy, it's gray, and it looks dwarvish in terms of just like it's smaller but like sturdy looking hand, and as you kind of clear some stuff away, it slashes at you and attempts to grab hold of you. And is going to make an attack at you.
What the fuck?
At disadvantage.
We have a history with just hands attacking us.
Those idle hands.
It attempts to slash at you with its little claws.
Gross.
But it is only an 11. As it's at disadvantage, and you just see that the arm kind of just try and gouge at you, and you can see it trying to like pull itself and fight up from underneath this rubble. As you back away, a little surprised, you look below and you can hear now like kind of a semi-fevered banging against the hatch beneath, and the sound of a voice that is muffled, but someone is trying to call out for help, but it sounds faint and raspy. It sounds female.
Okay.
You finally, as you back up into a corner of the wall, as all of you kind of rush forward as Mary is almost attacked by something, you see a section where something has come through in this one section above you, and you see, as you look up, within like some of the rough smashed timber and stone, a swath of like skin. You see bits of gray skin that have attached on top of them these faded black like plates. They're like the size of dinner plates, though brittle and cracked and gray and ashy. It's hard to identify from this distance. However, you see it kind of about 10 feet up in the air, just kind of like stuck within some of the rubble. What are you guys doing?
I'll radio. I need someone who can fly, and then say, Alana, help me get this up. Either something's gonna try to fucking murder us, or someone needs help.
Yeah. Okay.
You guys begin making your way down as Allie and Mary start to try and clear this space. So either both of you make strength checks, or one of you with advantage.
You can roll it with advantage.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Cord, are you heading down towards the building or staying above?
Ooh.
I'll stay above.
Okay, give me another perception check, if you don't mind,
Oh,
with
no.
advantage for your eagle form.
One moment.
That's 24.
Yeah.
Yes.
I got 20.
Okay. Can I message someone individually in this chat?
I don't.
Or do I have to?
I think you have to open up a new like Skype chat. Not
Brock,
in
I'm
this
just gonna
chat.
send you something on Messenger.
Secrets.
Secrets. Brock Hickman. Okay. Allie and Mary, it takes a couple of minutes, but you begin clearing the rubble. And with Hondo and Lavender's help, the two of you, though, being the bulk of the weight, moving the heavier stone. However, as you see the arm beneath is still trying to scratch at you guys. As it's,
I'm gonna put a rock on top of the hand part.
Okay. And it's still trying to fight its way out.
That's it.
Let me finish this message to
Firebolt.
Gordon. Is there anything else you guys are doing while it'll take like 10-15 minutes of like clearing to fully clear the space for this hatch? There's a lot of heavy stone.
I look at the hand and I start waving at it, and then I'm like, ugh, and then I firebolt it, and I say to the rest of the group, I always hated the handsy ones.
With the fire, you see it scorch and like fall limp and stop trying to attack you. You manage to kill it. Let me finish this message.
I feel like there was a third thing she saw, though.
It was
The hatch, the skin.
the hatch, the creepy hand.
Oh, the hand was
Someone
one?
like knocking for help, and whatever like smashed through had like grayish, decayed flesh and almost like these like hardened like plates, almost like armor. It was scary hand. Someone's in a hatch, and whatever knocked through this thing. It could have been like a zombie giant or something. Spooky! Spooky Spookersons.
Okay, I just messaged Brock. So you want to check that. Leah, are you back from the bathroom? That's a solid no.
New. She back.
Okay. Brock, you get the message?
No, I don't see it yet.
What the fuck?
Just has to go to space and back.
Stupid space taking so long.
I think even emoji with sunglasses. Did you see that?
I saw that in the Skype chat, or was that in something else?
Oh wait, what did you send me it in?
In your Facebook Messenger.
Oh, sorry. Okay, I got it. Never mind.
You're all dead.
So you have the last part of the message. Is there anything you're gonna do?
Gord, you specifically.
Sorry, I'm just reading it.
That's okay. So, meanwhile, the rest of you are clearing this space out. Valentine, you flew down, as Mary pointed out, to look at this bit of shit on the top of this this thing. If you want to try and identify what that is, an investigation check or nature check more aptly.
Nature?
Nature.
It's a 21.
Okay. This aligns well. As you manage to get down to the ground, down, still flying, you're at the top of the roof of this structure. You look at this, and it is in fact skin. There's skin beneath this gray, gross skin, and these cracked and black, fading with gray and ashy plates on top. They are an armor of sorts, but more a scale than an armor. They're large scales, like a dinner plate size scales. You can see a couple of them are affixed to this gray, dying skin. At this point, Gord, are you doing anything?
I don't know what to do.
Okay. In that case, as Gord tries to decide what to do, the rest of you are within this longhouse structure. You hear a voice from outside, this booming kind of voice says, "You came just as the old man said you would. He knew somehow, some way you'd end up in the middle of this, bumbling your way through, but no longer." You hear a heavy smashing sound. As with a sudden burst of wind, the door at the front of the longhouse, shutters and windows are all thrust inward, and from outside, a grumbling growl and loud, heavy thud of some impressive creature lands, cracking the stone beneath it.
Oh boy.
You do not see a creature, but you hear the familiar voice of the undead dragon. No. You fought many months ago, about to fuck your day up.
Oh no!
And we'll pick up there next time.
Dragon.
We met a guy named Null once. He was an undead dragon. He was revived in a mountain.
He was a dragon who was brought back by the Revenant Vow, and then you killed him.
Yeah.
And then he became an undead dragon. And now he's back for more.
Are you just saying you don't see him because we're inside, or is he an invisible undead dragon?
That's a really good question, isn't it?
Oh no.
That's a really good question.
Thanks for tuning in. Join us next time as the Wildcards search for their missing ally, but find a far more deadly foe. There'll be a new episode up every Tuesday, so stay tuned. But until then, keep exploring.